Number 1. The eyes. The eyes, Chico. They never The eyes are the windows to the soul, and Pisces is the most soulful sign at the end of the zodiac. One of the dead giveaways someone is a Pisces is their eyes. Now, things like genetics will play a part, but everyone's soul can be seen through their eyes. Pisces have dreamy eyes. There's a calm, mystical expression in their eyes. Pictures doesn't do it justice. You need to witness it in motion, in person. If you find yourself getting lost in this person's eyes, as it appears dreamy, chances are high they are a Pisces. If Pisces is in touch with their dark side, you can see the devil in their eyes too. It can be dreamy or nightmarish, depending on the fish. Number 2. The voice. If you're speaking to someone who has a very soft voice, even if they speak loud, it's not harsh, it's soft, chances are they are a Pisces. Asking someone to repeat themselves or speak louder, or asking them to say something because they're not saying anything at all, is probably a Pisces, or a water sign at least. Mercury gives an indication to how a person's voice is projected. A Pisces may have their Mercury in Aquarius, Pisces, or Aries. Pisces Mercury will have the softest sounding voice of all, but even if a Pisces has say a passion in the way they speak from having an Aries Mercury, it's still gonna sound soft because it's coming from the soul of a Pisces. You may miss out on many things this person is saying just from getting distracted by how their voice sounds. If you're left confused after a convo with somebody, they're probably a Pisces. Number 3. The aura. Pisces has a hard to describe aura because it's a mix of many things. Ethereal is the best word to describe it. A Pisces aura will not feel like what you usually pick up from people. It's different. You can be standing next to a stranger who is giving off this very safe energy, and then a few minutes later, you're feeling a sense of danger, which then quickly switches to nothing. That's the type of confusion you can get around a Pisces because they stay absorbing and shifting energies. If you're around someone who literally gives off mixed signals, they are probably a Pisces. If you find yourself feeling attracted to this person and don't understand why, it's probably a Pisces. You can feel charmed just by standing next to a Pisces if that's the frequency they're projecting. Number 4. The walk. One not so obvious indication of a Pisces is their walk. Pisces rules the feet on the zodiac body, connected to the lymphatic system responsible for removing toxins from the body. The feet holding up all the zodiac signs. One foot hovering while the other foot is trying to stay grounded. So Pisces can also be known for their walk. If you see someone with a distinctive walk, there's a chance they are a Pisces. It can be a light, flighty walk, to a bop, or a limp. If you catch yourself just watching how this random person walks, it's probably a Pisces. Obviously, anyone can have something about their walk, but a Pisces may be spotted from this alone. The same goes for dancing. You may be in a club and see someone with some good footwork on the dance floor. The 2 steps on point. It's probably a Pisces. Pisces are dancers, openly and secretly. If you see someone dancing like Pennywise when there's not even any music playing, it's probably a Pisces. Pisces rules the feet. If anyone's ever in your DMs offering you a stupid amount of money for feet pictures, hey, they might also be a Pisces. Number 5. The look. This ties in with the eyes, the voice, the walk, and the aura. If you're a feeler type person, or very observant, you can detect a Pisces, because they'll have an overall softness about them. A sort of delicate projection in all angles. They can walk up to you softly, look at you with soft eyes, speak to you with a soft voice, and just bring a soft energy into your space. Some Pisces can actually look like an otherworldly being. They can have a mystical fairy tale type look, and on the other end, some can actually look like death. If Pisces is operating on that frequency, trust me, you'll see it if you look hard enough. Unfortunately, if you ever do see it, you won't be in no position to be going around telling people about it. But overall, if a person's overall look just draws your attention, especially when it's not obvious why they have drawn your attention, chances are they are a Pisces. Number 6. the attention / support given. Pisces can be leaders, big time mass people leaders, but Pisces works best when they are supporting a leader. Pisces works better as a protector from behind because they get to see the whole playing field than leading from the front, not fully able to look over their shoulder, no matter how intuitive they are. So if you spot someone loud at the forefront with someone quiet behind them, chances are the one at the back is a Pisces. You want to speak to the main person and they send this less enthusiastic person to talk to you first, chances are they are a Pisces. Even outside of that dynamic, say you start a new job and you meet this friendly person wanting to know all about you, making you feel welcomed and giving you a platform to tell your story, and they're all ears. It's probably a Pisces. Not exclusive to Pisces, as other signs can be like that too, but Pisces will be in the running. And then you feel you've met a friend in this person, then realize you don't even know their name or story. Yeah, it's probably a Pisces. But a Pisces can also be the type to not say a word to you even when you're new. Maybe just a little smile, then just mind their business, do their work, then leave. Number 7. Love shown. Pisces is the most loving sign in the zodiac. They love to spread love. If you are anywhere and see someone doing any sort of nice gesture, like handing their date flowers, or helping an elderly person cross the road, or buying all the kids playing out ice cream lollies from the ice cream van, it's probably a Pisces. Pisces on the light side cares for all people. Even on the darker side, a Pisces can still be doing those nice things whilst being a silent assassin. Again, this is not exclusive to Pisces, but Pisces are the givers of givers. So chances are high that there are Pisces from the nice things they do in public. From coming into work pleasantly greeting everybody to sitting down on a curb at night cuddling a friend crying. Pisces can be spotted this way on the light side. Number 8. The group clown. Pisces can be quiet people. They are not typically loud in your face type people unless they're acting. People are normally in a Pisces face being loud. But if you come across a group and one of them is loud and interacting with everyone, chances are they are a Pisces. Unless someone needs an ear to speak into, or it's not that kind of vibe, Pisces can be really out there people, especially if they are around loved ones in friends or family. You'll see the Jupiterian rulership in Pisces this way. They have a hidden clown side that is not that far off from a Sagittarius. Pisces can be natural jokers. And if you've witnessed everything I've previously said in this video about Pisces, then see this version of Pisces. This is where you'll see the dual side of Pisces. Pisces absorbs energy, so in a group, you either get one quietly just taking in all the feels, or being the energy in that group creating a positive loop. This is where you can spot a Pisces and not even realize it's a Pisces. You'll think they are another sign. Number 9. The lone wolf. Pisces can be a sign that is comfortable alone. And I mean extremely comfortable alone. Any organization you're in where a person just seems to go off and do their own thing, chances are they are a Pisces. Everyone can be going out to lunch and that one person who just wants to chill at their desk, probably a Pisces. Could be a group of friends walking home from school. Everyone's loud apart from one who looks kind of lost in thought, possibly a Pisces. Pisces don't purposely go against the grain, they just do what they feel and doesn't impose their ways on others. So you get a lone wolf in Pisces. If everyone's going right and Pisces wants to go left, Pisces will just say they're going left. They aren't going to tell anyone to follow them even if that means they go it alone. So as well as the clown in the group, you can spot a lone wolf Pisces by how they move in a group. This Pisces is easier to spot than the clown one because again you may not even think the clown one is a Pisces. Another thing is, a Pisces can be spotted from not being present. Someone you haven't heard from or seen in ages, they literally appear to be off elsewhere doing their own thing, in a lighthouse somewhere or being a monk. Probably a Pisces. Number 10. The emotions. One of the most obvious ways to spot a Pisces is by seeing someone be over emotional. When you hear Pisces emotional, you think crying, right? And that is a version of Pisces, especially the Pisces women. You can come across a person crying or upset and chances are it's a Pisces. The men will more likely be whiny bitches than crying, to be fair, if they're expressive and on that sort of woe is me type vibe. Now everyone cries, right? But what makes the chances greater that it's a Pisces is if you feel sorry for them. It can be a stranger and you have absolutely no clue as to why they are crying, but if you start feeling this sympathy towards them, this need to want to help them, it's probably a Pisces. A matured Pisces can have a great poker face in public even if they're still crying their eyes out at home. But Pisces can have a crybaby reputation like Cancerians around people because they can be emotionally expressive in a vulnerable way. To add more colour to this, Pisces can be emotionally expressive with every emotion too. So again, if someone's very angry, someone's very happy, someone's very fearful, you can confuse this same person for other signs all while it's a Pisces in your face. Bonus, you can't. After all that's been said, sometimes you might just have to understand you can't spot a Pisces. Pisces is the most mystical sign of the zodiac. It's heavy on behind the scenes energy. Unless for a purpose like a talent, Pisces is not a sign that will be putting themselves in the spotlight. This is a sign that is in the shadows moving undetected. This is a sign that may not even have eye contact with you in fear of you reading them. It's the most elusive sign of all. The sun is trying to shine a light through Neptune's fog with Pisces. Someone could tick every box for being a Pisces, maybe even have placements that's heavy on Pisces which can confuse you. Even if you want proof and the person shows you a birth certificate, it's still not fully confirmation because Pisces is all about deception and tricks. That shit might be fake. You could know someone for years and think they're a Gemini. They even told you their birthdays in Gemini season and the whole time it's a Pisces not wanting any attention brought to their actual birthday or true nature. Pisces can be a good liar for a purpose. It's the most secretive and creative sign. They are truly not detected as easy as you may think. Even online, Pisces will be like the least publicly active signs overall, or they'll be active then disappear. This is burner accounts and a pair of line settings in Pisces. Unless you speak to their mum and they tell you when they popped that witch or warlock out, you may never truly know. And even then, she may even lie to you for digging around their siren child. Pisces comes in all forms, all signs remaining hidden through the hot, windy rain snow, before the Pisces drifts off into the mist, undetected, down the stream as they roll. 10 quick reasons why Pisces may have anger issues. Number 1. Feeling resentment. Pisces is a sign that often gets called out for having a victim's mentality. With an immature Pisces, that can be the case as they can be too sensitive to even understand who is right and who's wrong. Their feelings can swamp them, where they just blame others. But Pisces who mature and know what they bring to the table, and what's what, can feel huge resentment from being taken advantage of or being forced against their will. Pisces is a free-willed sign. As submissive as Pisces may appear, they are not submissive people. It's quite the opposite. So Pisces can deal with lots of resentment under the quiet, which can build a tropical storm type anger that hovers over the ocean waiting for Pisces to distribute it. Number 2. Feeling frustrated. Pisces are big dreamers who don't just dream big, but wants to see their dreams manifest. They can spend a lifetime carefully finding and putting pieces into their master puzzle. But life doesn't bless everybody with the time or opportunities to complete it. Life itself can feel like a distraction to the dreamer Pisces, causing Pisces to feel very frustrated with life itself. Life can feel like hell to Pisces. So Pisces can get creative in finding ways to make time for their dreams, and even then, life can come along and smash the puzzle they've been working on. So frustration and irritability can be a friend of Pisces, even from the outside looking in. You may not see why Pisces is so aggy. It's because you can't see the dream they're working on that keeps getting dismantled. Number 3. Feeling powerless. Pisces is a sign of great power, but can start off in a weakened state or a sleeping state. So when around others who are more assertive or bold, Pisces can feel powerless. Just think about a fish around a climbing goat, a shining lion, a raging bull, and so on. But the true frustration for Pisces is, inside them is a massive shark dying to be unlocked, struggling to get out of its cage while Pisces is unaware it's even there. Pisces can feel powerless, angry, agitated, not knowing all that power is within them where they can match anybody. It's only when something triggers Pisces enough is when that shark is unleashed, and all that power ends up in their hands. This is where Pisces becomes very dangerous towards others and themselves. Number 4, feeling vulnerable. Carrying on from feeling powerless, if there's one thing a growing Pisces can hate, it's feeling vulnerable, feeling exposed, feeling like they're slipping. Pisces is or develops into the most elusive, the most agile, the most difficult sign to pin down, physically and even descriptively. Pisces are so tricky, it's not even easy to truly describe a Pisces. So this can build anger within Pisces, way before they're even able to do anything about it. This is why Pisces can be so aggressive when they do. It's pent up feelings from feeling and being vulnerable, because others can spot this and take advantage in the earlier years. Number 5, feeling misunderstood. Feeling misunderstood doesn't bother an older Pisces. As long as they know what's what, they won't really care if others don't get them. Time always reveals. But when younger, anger with Pisces can develop from not truly being understood. Pisces can feel like they speak a different language when they understand everyone else's. Even down to Pisces who's into astrology, the descriptions of Pisces itself can anger a Pisces because it's only mentioning one side of the coin that makes them appear soft and an easy target to others. Think of how expressive Aries is with everything, from crying to moaning to tantrums. Pisces is the opposite to this in the grand scheme. It's the baby and the grandparent. Aries is easy to understand, very easy. Pisces isn't. The anger that can build in Pisces from this can make Aries' anger look like child's play. Number 6, feeling stressed. Stress is something that affects everybody. Stress is the real silent killer. Pisces is like being extremely aware of how dangerous stress is whilst not being able to fight it off. Pisces' emotions runs deep, the deepest it can go. It's the whole ocean. Pisces is a true warrior because they stay fighting off feelings daily. It's subconsciously happening. That's how deep it is. Pisces themselves may not be aware of how they literally get over emotions. It just happens. Pisces is the most emotionally intelligent sign, the most emotionally aware sign. So while being aware of what each feeling does and not being able to defeat it at times, anger can creep in alongside that stress, which can make Pisces become dangerous to themselves. You've heard of self-undoing. Yes, a Pisces anger can really help them do that while stress finishes them off. Number 7, feeling distracted. Ever seen a Pisces appear as if they're up to nothing, but when you ask them something, they snap as if you've disturbed them building a Jenga tower or something? It's because Pisces is connected to the unseen, so Pisces can be busy and appear like they're doing nothing in reality. This is very important if you're around a Pisces. Pisces is a sign that constantly receives messages, receives feelings. They're constantly absorbing and shifting internally. It's similar to Gemini. The mind is forever active. So when you pull them back into reality at a time where they may be busy, this can anger a Pisces. It's like having a great dream, the best dream ever, and someone wakes you up out of it for a stupid reason. It's that same effect. Others won't get this, only Pisces gets this. So their anger can even seem misplaced at times when it's not. It's because you disturbed them. Number 8, feeling disrespected. One thing about Pisces is, people don't often acknowledge that Venus is exalted in the sign itself. Not just the placement Venus in Pisces, the sign Pisces. The default nature of the sign has Venus exalted in it. Venus is a righteous planet, and on the darker side is self-righteous even when in the wrong. This is where the victim mentality can come from. that doesn't come from Neptune or Jupiter. This is also why Pisces and Libra can be compared. So when Pisces feels disrespected, this is where Venus's influence kicks in balancing it out. Angrily righting a wrong if it's gone beyond a peaceful approach. Venus is the hottest planet there is, and Aphrodite, Venus in mythology, was an angry, bittered woman on the darker side when disrespected, beauty or no beauty. It's the same effect in Pisces, the final feminine sign. Disrespect enrages a Pisces. Even further than a "who do you think you're talking to" thing. It goes to the level of, do you even know what I can do to you? Cause Lord knows an angry Pisces is nothing to play with. You won't want war when Pisces turns up like no more. Number 9. Feeling guilty. Pisces naturally has empathy for people. But Pisces doesn't really operate from the laws of the land. It's more what's universally acceptable or not. Pisces is in touch with the soul. There's no control there. It is what it is. Pisces on the darker side can operate just how things work in the animal kingdom. If there were no laws, trust me, the sign Pisces would not be depicted the way it is. But one thing that Pisces can always feel is guilt. Even if they delivered someone their karma, fully deserved, somewhere in a Pisces that remorse will be there. That empathy and compassion will be there somewhere. Now, as mad as this sounds, that guilty feeling could anger a Pisces. As mad, as savage as a Pisces can be, as karma supplying as Pisces can be, they can never disconnect from their connection to the one true soul. And that's where that feeling will be coming from. Cause everyone is essentially connected. We only really hurt ourselves. This is why Pisces can get super religious or spiritual after doing a madness, cause of guilt. This is another reason Pisces can be known as addicts, cause they want to block out guilt and the spiritual connection to others. Pisces is like super aware they are being watched from a higher power, which reminds them they are not actually free. Some Pisces accepts it and gives their self over. The ones who don't can feel angry about eventually being held spiritually accountable, even if what they done was justifiable. This even goes beyond the fear instilled through religion. Pisces feels this in their soul without any teaching. Number 10. Feeling angry. When we talk about anger, Aries is who will be associated with anger. But we forget anger is an emotion. It's not a superpower. It's an emotion everyone deals with. As mentioned earlier, Pisces is the most emotionally intelligent sign overall. They fully know the effects of true anger and the dangers of it. Being an angry person is nothing to boast about. It's actually pretty sad, as it shows a lack of emotional control depending on why you're angry. Pisces has a great deal of understanding, a great deal of introspection. So when Pisces gives into anger, whilst fully knowing how destructive this emotion can be, Pisces will want all the smoke. When Pisces is angry, you meet the psycho in Pisces. You truly get an unhinged and terrifying person. The fear a Pisces anger can instill in you can haunt you in your sleep for the rest of your life. Every emotion is necessary for different circumstances. It's how you ride that situation and hopefully come out more wiser and more knowledgeable. So when the wise old grandparent is feeling angry and knows all about anger and chooses to give in, it's truly like no other. It's as scary as the ocean itself. Godzilla's down there. Bonus. Feeling nothing. Have you ever felt angry because you don't know how you feel? Frustrated because you can't grasp how you feel? You know you feel something, but you can't put your finger on it. You're in the sea of emotions, but it's misty. It's not clear. It gets so cloudy that you feel nothing. You ever felt what it feels like to feel nothing? To feel numb? Angry that you can't feel nothing, not realizing you're angry. So you are feeling something, you just don't see it. All this confusion is what a Pisces can be familiar with. Anger is what can be great company in absence and misunderstandings. Anger is a Pisces friend before Pisces even knows what it is. It's not easy being a Pisces at all. It's not an easy sign to navigate. Ever felt angry that you have feelings? Angry that you feel too much? Let me tell you, Pisces comes a long way. They understand it all so much because they relive every single one in this lifetime after experiencing it all before in their past lives. Pisces can be the angriest sign due to confusion, or can be the angriest sign through understanding and using anger how it's meant to be used. We can talk about Saturn and its control all day, the rings of Saturn. But Pisces has got their hands on the rings of Neptune, and you won't even notice when they go right through you like food poisoning. Pisces is the carbon monoxide sign, the silent killers. In or out of control of their anger, Pisces can cause generational misery like no other. How a sign of such peace can be a sign of such rage can leave not just you, but also the fish confused. 10 quick reasons why Pisces may go silent. Number 1. Disappointment. By nature, Pisces is not a talkative sign. It's reflective, introspective, more in the head than mouth. A lot more thinking than talking goes on. With their close people, or if having an ulterior motive towards anybody, Pisces can be clowns and entertaining, but once any disappointments arise, Pisces will go silent. Disappointment for Pisces is more a wake-up call, a dream being crushed, an unmasking of a person, a look behind the pantomime curtains and seeing the makeup and costumes. So Pisces will reflect on where their judgment went wrong, then focus on accepting it to move forward. This will all be done in silence. If you're close to a Pisces and you disappoint them in any way, you will more than likely know, because you'll feel the disconnect from their soul. Pisces can hide it really well, but sometimes they will not, because they don't owe you peace. Sometimes it's a Pisces problem for their wrong perception or rose-tinted glasses they were viewing you in, but other times it's because they caught you out and can be extra disappointed they ignored all the warning signals their own soul was giving them a long time ago. Once reality sets in, Pisces can stay silent with you for a long time, depending on how close your bond is or if what they're disappointed about is fixable. Number 2. Damage control. Pisces is a peaceful sign with a very short fuse. Pisces is able to compose themselves very quickly, which will appear like they don't get mad at all at matured levels. Pisces are people that know all about you. They've downloaded your whole soul and can read you and understand you better than anyone else. When faced with an argument or disagreement, if a Pisces is silent, it's either from being overwhelmed or to avoid damage. Pisces is a gentle sign because they know how damaging they can be if they want to. From picking out all your flaws, spotting weak spots in your character, knowing they can match your energy and take you down with your own energy. There's no greater enemy than ourselves. Pisces can use this. Pisces can use you against you. So when Pisces chooses silence, when Pisces chooses to bite their tongue, it's because if not their tongue, then it's your head. This is more for close relationships. When it comes to strangers, this control of damage can very well be non-existent depending on the fish. Pisces can have bad reputations for the damage they cause and none of it will be by mistake. If you want a problem with Pisces and they're silent with you, it's the equivalent to a dam holding back a river. Samson holding up the pillars. If they let loose, you'll know why Pisces can be represented by sharks. War is last resort, but that last resort can be the first resort you arrive at when trespassing at Pisces waters. Number 3. The other fish is talking. Pisces is represented by 2 fishes, going in opposite directions. One in the physical, one in the spiritual. One light, one dark. It's a sign constantly in conflict between good and bad, being fully attuned to both. For Pisces to make the right decisions and be guided properly, they need silence. This is why even down to a basic yes or no question can be frustrating. Because Pisces needs time to travel with both the yes and the no, to decide in silence. Even if they already know which answer they're gonna pick, because the Pisces intuition is rapid. Rushing Pisces to make a decision will frustrate you. Pisces wants to do good, but in testing times, the other fish will be talking. One fish could want to walk away, while the other fish wants to walk towards you and shark something. So never mistake Pisces silence for just indecisiveness or confusion. It's more a balancing it out than swimming in one of the fish's directions. There's always a tug of war going on in a Pisces' silence. And when Pisces is not talking, the other fish going in the other direction to the one Pisces is riding with will be talking. So Pisces is always hearing something. Number 4. Death is near. Pisces is the closest sign to death. It's not just a sensing or smelling, it's an actual part of the sign's makeup. Pisces comes after the dead of night. They know all about death. Again, with the two fishes, it can be seen as one in present life and the other in the afterlife. Like an old person close to death dozing in and out of sleep, not sure if they're gonna wake up if they fall into a deep one. A feeling of fight in your sleep can describe Pisces who are more matured, because it's like not getting lost in the dream to stay present. When we talk ghosts and spirits, being in actual touch with them, being possessed by them even, it's Pisces we're talking because the bridge is there between the two worlds or dimensions. Pisces is that portal. So with all this going on, for Pisces to come to terms with their thoughts and feelings on the afterlife that feels close, silence is needed. The results of this is literally where you can find the most fearless soul around in Pisces, because death doesn't even scare them. Another reason again involves conflict with others. Pisces aren't Tinkerbell. Pisces is not a sign that continuously fights and struggles with people who bother them. Pisces are vicious lilies, sharks when they have to or want to be. So this ties in with damage control. Pisces is not only attuned to their own death and all that comes with it, but others' deaths too. Pisces can stay silent because they can sense your death coming from their own hands if they lose control. Pisces is actually known to be non-confrontational. So I've given you two perspectives on why. You wouldn't complain that Pisces is non-confrontational if you saw that Grim Reaper cloak they wear underneath. Number 5. Silence is loud. Another reason why silence is one of Pisces' go-to moves is simply because silence is loud. In a world where everyone's rushing around talking over this and that person, everyone's loud trying to be seen. Pisces can be silent and observing, feeling above all this shit. But that isn't blind ignorance. It's an understanding, a feeling that they've done it all before. All that matters is the soul now, being at peace. Pisces is the most free-willed sign there is, so it's almost the most unhinged on the darker side. So if they simply choose to be silent than loud, it's a secret power. The amount of things Pisces can positively evade by just being silent is the ultimate game changer. But on the lines of like arguing with people, Pisces arguments can be the loudest from them saying nothing at all. The space of suspense, wonder, anticipation, frustration, it's not one many can take. As well as silence being loud, silence is also peace. Silence is also plotting. Silence is also accepting. What type of silence a Pisces is in? You will never know, and that's why it's always loud. Because it's then, and only then, you realize this silence doesn't mean nothing. It actually means everything. Anything is possible when the silence is broken. Number 6. Hurting. One key reason for a Pisces being silent is they are hurting. Healing doesn't come through talking and sharing in Pisces. It truly comes from isolation, meditation, reflection. All things where you're alone with what hurt you so you can ride that emotional pain alone and conquer it and bury it. This is Pisces' true strength, because they truly do go through the wars alone. So if you ever catch a Pisces just silent for nothing, They can be dealing with a hurt you know nothing about. The reverse to this is the crybaby, the moaner. These Pisces aren't quiet. They're loud and can dump their pain on others, especially when younger. But a matured Pisces understands that many, and I mean many, cannot swim in the ocean with emotions the same way they can. So they choose to do it alone in silence. Pisces, the sign itself, is the equivalent to someone sitting on their porch in the very early hours of the morning, where it's just silent. No cars driving, no people walking. All the lights in homes are out. It's just the fish, the night air, the night animals, and all the other strange shit that reveals itself when the daylight and all its distractions aren't there. Even when Pisces is sleeping, and you have like a typical work pattern where you sleep at night, those hours of deep REM state dreaming sleep, that's where the true healing is done with Pisces. Not just body healing, as all humans heal through sleep, but soul healing and cleansing. A good night's sleep with an interesting dream does more for a Pisces than you could ever imagine. So whether Pisces is sitting outside at 4 AM or in a very deep sleep at that time, the common denominator is silence and being alone in that state. For Pisces to heal, they must go through the night in silence to not alert another who will really do nothing but delay their healing. Number 7. Plotting. If you ever find yourself in any sort of serious issue with a Pisces and they are silent, then you are going to have to be fully prepared for the storm coming your way, which will be hard because you won't even feel it forming. The majority of the time, Pisces' silence is to do with themselves, just going within. When Pisces is silent with an outstanding problem, this is where people can really meet the evil that lurks inside the other fish. People really be getting fucked up. Unless you are a Pisces or close to a Pisces in these situations, you wouldn't know how vengeful a Pisces can be. It's not only the dark and creative ideas Pisces can get from being silent, but it's the pursuit to then end the situation entirely. All in silence. When Pisces plots, you will not know this is happening. It's like standing on the beach and just looking far out at the sea. Then you just see this massive head rising out of the sea, which is rising with a wave with it, so high that it blocks out the sunlight. But then you're frozen because you can't believe what you're seeing. Then all of a sudden, that monster is right in your face staring you into your soul. Then as it opens its mouth to bite, that wave crashes down, flooding everywhere. Nobody can see what is going on. Massive Neptunian smokescreen. When that area finally clears, nothing is to be seen. Not that monster, not you, and the sea is back to a gentle current. When Pisces stops to plot, any energy flow going towards the Pisces also eventually stops, because the root cause will no longer remain. To non-Pisces who are into astrology, Pisces are not even known for plotting or being strategic. It's seen as a loss of control or an emotional outburst. It's seen as some random piece from some one-off puzzle. But to Pisces, Pisces laughs. Because what you see as random is literally Pisces putting in the final piece of a puzzle to complete it. And that final piece is often death. I pity the fool who thinks Pisces acts off impulse. Thinking Pisces is improv, no, it was all scripted in silence. Number 8. You no longer exist. As mentioned, Pisces is a sign that is highly attuned to death, in non-obvious ways due to the love and comfort Pisces can give, like a Cancer and Leo wrapped in one in that department. So you'd never believe how cold and silent Pisces can be with you once they class you as dead to them, because they are basically showing you what death is like while you are both still alive. Which is one of the worst feelings in the world when you still have deep feelings for the person. Forced with grieving for someone you love that is not even dead. This can be so surprising to others that you will question if the Pisces was ever genuine in the first place. Oh, you can believe the Pisces was, but you see when Pisces gets to see people for who they really are? That's one thing. Hey, a Pisces may even adapt and accept the real you they uncover. But if that revelation involves a really painful lesson for the Pisces, Once Pisces goes silent on you, they will never speak to you again. If a Pisces has stood at your metaphysical graveside and laid their flowers and said goodbye, you will never hear from that Pisces again. Not in this lifetime anyway. Many questions to do with Pisces going silent will be from like an ex or a current relationship that has broken down. Why is Pisces silent with me? Why is Pisces not talking to me? You need to ask yourself that question. Sometimes it's easily resolvable. Sometimes Pisces will come back and talk it out. But for a Pisces to classify you as dead when you're still out here going about your life, but questioning why Pisces doesn't give a fuck anymore, the reason you're dead to them is from something you've done. You will know why. You don't even have to worry about plotting or Pisces coming back to hurt you. If you are truly dead to a Pisces, those fish lips will be shut with a zip and a padlock, thrown in a trunk, padlocked again, tied to an anchor and thrown into the sea. Pisces will let what you two had rest in peace. You may not be able to once you realize this because you won't expect it. From comfortably floating to drowning at the flick of a switch. Number 9. They're traveling. Have you ever laid down on some grass looking up at the stars at night? Just letting your imagination flow, wondering, letting your mind travel, listening to your thoughts, asking questions and getting answers, connecting with another world, another realm. The lines get blurred so much that you don't even realize your eyes are closed. Getting lost and found in the whole moment. Then you wake up not long after, you can tell your soul travelled and you're back now. Sitting up, dazed. People take drugs to zone out like this. Pisces people especially. But the thing with Pisces is, they can get all sorts of drug type effects all from silence, naturally. When we talk things like astral projection, Pisces will find it the easiest to perform things like that, even at basic levels. Just close your eyes and imagine walking through your old house, for example, feeling the door handle as you enter. Imagine you're barefoot. Feel the flooring on your feet as you walk. Touch the walls as you walk. What does it feel like? What does the house smell like? What noises can you hear? Look in the first room you pass. Who do you see in there? No one? Well, who do you want in there? A past loved one? Oh look, there they are. How do they look? The imagination is powerful. Pisces can consciously travel like the example I just gave. But subconsciously, Pisces is always travelling like this. This sign is literally in two worlds at once. This is the Jupiterian side of Pisces. It's exploration of all kinds. From daydreaming to casually speaking to others as if their mind isn't elsewhere. Pisces can be split living in multiple dimensions at once. This is the top reason Pisces will be silent in general. It's simply because their soul is always travelling. Number 10. Wake up call. Pisces is the dreamer of the zodiac. The big dreamer, full of hope, wonder and wisdom. A younger or more naive Pisces will be very expressive, in an innocent way. You know when someone can just be so dreamy and happy, you expect others to be the same way. You expect others to be full of so much hope and wonder. This isn't every Pisces kid, but just from the rulerships of the sign, it paints a picture. Dreamy Neptune, happy-go-lucky Jupiter and loving Venus. So a kid full of dreams, luck and love basically. Pisces won't necessarily be the loudest, but they'll be expressive in whatever way. But in this reality, they're technically asleep. Wake-up calls, alarm clocks for Pisces is reality. Just like waking up from a nice dream to your clock telling you to get up for work. Now what wake-up call a Pisces gets will vary due to other factors. But one thing's for sure is Pisces will always eventually get quiet. The more they learn, the more they see, the more they realize, the quieter they get. To the point it could end up Pisces being full of so much pure wisdom, but completely silent. After going through that wake-up call, you either get Pisces who share the wisdom by being selectively vocal, or you get Pisces who is the ultimate secret keeper because they don't say anything anyway. Or you get the final true version of the fish who is all of those in one. They just pick and choose. But when you think Pisces, just think like monks, lighthouse keepers, those silent elders with much wisdom, stories and lessons to share, if genuinely asked. If not, you cannot meet someone more silent than a Pisces after that wake-up call. Bonus. Speak no evil. Pisces is the final mute sign. This is a sign where it can operate off telepathy alone. This otherworldly, alien, mysterious type energy at its core, connected to all energies good and bad. It speaks a language others just won't get. It understands all languages by frequency. It understands the power in its words, the spells in words, the true meanings of words. This is built in with Pisces. It's an accessing thing than a being taught thing. Pisces is a sign that is all about the truth behind the lies. It's a sign ruled by the most deceptive planet there is in Neptune, so advances into being able to see through all illusions. It gives power for Pisces to speak evil, spread lies, be fatally verbal, because it's attuned to everyone. Everyone is naked to Pisces. Pisces would have been hearing and seeing evil their whole life through other people. So Pisces knows where to hit anyone where it hurts with words alone. Through empathy. It's the most empathetic sign. So instead of being this reflective evil being, Pisces chooses silence more time. On the good fish's side. But even on the bad fish's side, Pisces isn't the type to send threats. Pisces is the type to be hidden. Then peekaboo you last minute. Pisces knows evil. It doesn't need to speak evil when it can be it in its entirety. You want to see the embodiment of what we know as evil? Well, just find you a Pisces who's embodying it. Why talk the talk when you can walk the walk with the feet that Pisces rules? Pisces allows others to do all the talking, and Pisces will hear others speaking nothing but evil. But do you know why Pisces stays silent? Why Pisces allows others to run their mouth? Why Pisces is a private and secretive sign? While you'll rarely hear Pisces voluntarily speak about themselves. Because Pisces speaks no evil. Pisces are not fake people. They won't sit down gloating of how good a person they are, because they know they will still shock someone who gets on the wrong side of them. So unless you want to hear both sides of the coin, which most won't want to, don't wonder why Pisces stays silent or speaks cryptically. Because behind it all, it's reflections in silence or bloody 187s and violence. Top 10 reasons why Pisces, the sign that rings alarm bells in the dating world, is the most unfaithful sign. Number 1. Lustful eyes. Pisces is a sign full of lust. Pisces young and old can walk around with rose-tinted glasses on. This is also accompanied by a vivid imagination. So not only can Pisces walk around admiring, checking people out, they can also create scenarios with these people in their heads. If Pisces sees nothing but positivity with this person in their mind, as Pisces senses are pretty spot on about someone, even a stranger, this can encourage a Pisces to make an advance on that person, swim over and connect with them. It's one thing if Pisces just fantasizes, but what's not really taken note of is Pisces can be very forward advancing people with their fantasies. A Pisces will make a move. Sadly, this can all happen whilst being in a relationship. Even if a Pisces only has eyes for you, they will always spot something shiny in the deep blue. Number 2. Abundance mentality. Jupiter's rulership brings an expansive nature to Pisces in all areas. Awareness that there's more and an inclination to see it. So Pisces will always be aware that there's plenty more fish in the sea. With growth comes more understanding and wisdom, but especially at younger ages or in an immature state or cold state, Pisces can easily jump from person to person. Especially if you're the game player type, Pisces can easily detect it, leave, and go somewhere else. Appear trapped in one net, then break free and willfully go swim into another net. Not get tied down to one person knowing there's many others they can experience good times with. It does not take much for Pisces to get mystified by another. All it takes is that eye contact, a mysterious girl or boy by Peter Andre starts playing in their head. Even with having friends, you as the Pisces partner can feel like your Pisces is in many relationships as they equally spread their love to everyone and not just you. And when you're everyone's shoulder to cry on, it's not hard to understand how many opportunities can arise for Pisces to temporarily step out of the relationship if they lack self-control, love, and respect. Number 3. Heart on sleeve. Pisces men and women are natural lover boys and girls. Pisces may be a secretive sign, but when they've got their eyes set on someone, they will make their feelings and intentions known. Eventually, if not instantly. Many can find Pisces too much in this area because they can flood you with love from early. You can literally fall deep in love with a Pisces quickly, even if you're a cautious person, because Pisces is falling in love with you the same way. But even in general, a Pisces can be the type to keep their loving nature on show, so can acquire many admirers this way, from neighbours to workmates to randoms down the street. And with this comes a boundaryless sense others can get with Pisces. Others can feel they can come around and feel some of that love Pisces is exuding. So again, this can give Pisces more chances to be unfaithful if they have a partner. Number 4. Natural charm. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Venus on one side is all about love, peace and relations. So everyone Pisces is relating to will be getting charmed. This ties in with wearing their heart on their sleeve. Pisces can be charming people they're not even sexually interested in and still get offerings this way. This happens with Libra as well. This Pisces charm is the ultimate disarmer, so Pisces who uses it knows they can literally get anything they want. It can give Pisces confidence basically. So if a Pisces has unfaithful thoughts and has their eyes set on someone, paired with the confidence of knowing their chances will be high if they go and pursue them, here is where you can find many cheaters in Pisces. It's the confidence of knowing beforehand and seeing beforehand. When a Pisces is up in your face, staring you in your eyes, they've already seen themselves with you in every way. They're just playing it out. All this confidence and charm can literally sweep you off your feet to where you even forget to ask the Pisces if they're single or not. Number 5. Secretive. Pisces is the most secretive sign from the 12th house of secrets. If Pisces is to be unfaithful, the only way that Pisces will be caught is if they want to be caught. Pisces is a sign that can live a double life for as long as they want to. This is not a sign that leaves tracks for you to find. It's the most slippery of all. If a Pisces wants to keep something hidden, Pisces has all the tools to be a very good cheater, unfortunately. You can think you're a Pisces is everything, when you're just seeing one fish. Maybe you're just one of the fishes everything. The other fish could be in a completely different world with someone else thinking the same thing as you. Number 6. The support system. As mentioned earlier, Pisces without boundaries or just being friendly can be everyone's shoulder to cry on. Naturally, Pisces are the support systems. If a Pisces is in a group, they will be the emotional backbone to that group. They will be the one everyone goes to for one-on-one therapy. But this can extend to like work. Pisces can be the one everyone goes to complain about work or personal matters, as if Pisces is human resources, when they're just your co-worker, a few cubicles down. So again, this presents Pisces with opportunities. Pisces can give people time and comfort So if people get too comfortable, they can make an advance or misread a Pisces' intentions in just being supportive. Pisces will be attuned to you in that moment. So if you make it sexual, a Pisces may not be able to resist as they're already in tune with you. Not an excuse, but it happens. And also, Pisces can use all these things as opportunities too. They can see all the windows and climb through them. Number 7. Zeus, Aphrodite, and Eros. The Pisces fishes is Aphrodite, aka Venus, and her son Eros, aka Cupid. And Zeus and Poseidon rules Pisces, being Jupiter and Neptune. There's a lot of loving and fucking going on with these influences and rulers. You already know about Cupid, that little baby with the arrow making people fall in love. Eros, aka Cupid, is the god of love, desire, and lust. That's one fish. Eros is where the word erotic comes from. The other fish, Aphrodite, is the goddess of love, beauty, peace, harmony, but was a big cheater whilst being married. She even had a kid with her nephew Poseidon. Kids with Ares, the god of war, who is her nephew Zeus's son. And Zeus himself even tried to get a piece of his auntie Aphrodite a few times. Zeus, aka Jupiter's traits, are seen in Pisces and Sagittarius. These are both signs that again can have abundant mentalities, but with the philosophy of mingling with many. These two signs on the darker side are the most unfaithful signs of all. Zeus was damn well transforming into things and fucking everybody whilst being married too. Fornicating mortals and goddesses, even unwilling participants. And add Cancer into that mix with Pisces and Sagittarius, as Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. I keep forgetting about them crafty crabs. So it's just another view of the loved up, horny, unfaithful influences in and around this sign Pisces. Astrology drew influences from all these myths, so it's not as far-fetched as you may think when you're speaking about the fish. Pisces is fucking crazy cause so much internal fucking is going on. Number 8. Deceptive. One of the Pisces rulers is Neptune. Neptune is the planet of mysticism, illusions, and deceit. The thing with Pisces having lustful eyes comes from Venus and some Jupiter. But once Pisces matures, they are able to become as deceitful as Neptune. They are given the ability to fool and trick anyone. So what a Pisces can do is take their rose-tinted glasses off of their eyes and place it on yours, where all you see is good in the Pisces even when they are doing you wrong, male and female. You may even catch this Pisces being deceitful if they get sloppy and still view this Pisces in such a loving way that you only focus on the person they're cheating with. This can happen with anybody in relationships, but you see when it's a Pisces being deceitful, this is a whole next level of witchcraft going on. Voodoo, black magic, you'll be under a spell. Someone external will literally have to come and smack those glasses off of your head for you to really see what's going on. But even then, you can get mad at that person who took the glasses off than the Pisces, and then put the glasses back on yourself so you can still view the Pisces in the way you want to. Number 9. Full of love. One thing that is point blank period with a Pisces is they are full of love. Unless it's a dark-sided Pisces who has entered this world with such off-top karma and bad energy, or they've gone through some off-top shit and gone from light to dark and not been able to come back to the light. Any Pisces that can come back to the light or was born in the light or just stays in the light will be full of love to share. A young Pisces is not suitable for a relationship because they are full of so much love that one person alone can't handle it. A Pisces can be so loving towards you that you get sick of it, where a healthy balance would be like if they were spreading this love to 3 people, so you will only be getting a third of it, and that will be enough for you. That sounds like bullshit, but unless you're a Pisces, you do not understand how much love the fish can contain that needs to be shared. If a Pisces is in a healthy way, they would flood the world with love if it was physically possible. So where a Pisces can be unfaithful is if they sense their love is too much for you. So they can tone it down with you, realizing you're not the one, then find someone else they can dump their love on. Like a Pisces needs to love. Not just once, they need to love. They need to love. Even if they know the person or people aren't their true loves. Pisces who holds on to love ends up getting sick of it, where it can turn to hate. So if you yourself are not a loving person or doesn't like to receive love, it's best to stay away from a Pisces because they can literally give you enough to keep you good, then give the rest to other people. Number 10. Dream manifestation. As mentioned earlier, with Pisces having a vivid imagination, Pisces has the ability to make all their dreams come true, especially if it involves love or lust or sex. So that they're the support system. Another problem is, if they have at one time imagined getting intimate with one of these people they're supporting, they can be subconsciously manifesting it. Like problems in your relationship can occur all due to a Pisces dreams. So say you have a problem with your partner that then causes you to go to a Pisces to tell them. Then you get comfortable and lose yourself in the moment and make an advance. From you do that one-time imagination of you two together in the Pisces mind can then shoot to the front of their mind in the moment, and they give in all because it feels like a dream come true. A full circle moment. Without the Pisces even knowing, their subconscious manifested this reality for them because they thought of it that one time. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but Pisces oftentimes gets what they wished for or imagined, because that reality exists somewhere. It was put into the universe via the imagination, or it already existed in the universe and Pisces found it. Pisces aren't really those sneaky people that hangs around partners waiting for opportunities. That's more a dark-sided Cancerian thing, like purposely being a shoulder to cry on with ulterior motives. But Pisces can get the same results from just being around. So if you're actually around this Pisces who had those thoughts, even if you're literally just friends, things in your life can take turns all for it to lead to a Pisces manifestation. Pisces are dream weavers, even when not meaning to be. And again, yes, this can happen whilst Pisces is in a relationship. Bonus, the most faithful. Now, after all that's been said, I've even thrown in some shitty excuses for you cheating fishes. If I told you Pisces has the capacity to also be the most faithful sign, you'd say I'm full of shit. Let me just tell you, if you are the one, a Pisces is not stepping out nowhere. If you are the one, nobody, no dream, no nothing will be able to make Pisces do anything unfaithful. Let's not forget the fish symbol is also related to Jesus Christ, the most loyal and faithful servant of them all. I won't say Pisces won't still have the thoughts or opportunities, but when Pisces has devoted their soul and is able to feel that special person with all the love they have to give, they will be so flaky, so slippery when it comes to scenarios where they could cheat or fuck things up or hurt their person. This is why Pisces will naturally start reducing their circles if they have one special person, because they wouldn't even want to waste time on others' issues when they could use that time on their relationship instead, which can also be a negative when Pisces gets like this. But on the lighter side, they will do this for the good. Pisces will be so flaky even with simple things like going to the club. They'll remove things from their life and live a simple happy life with their person. Pisces has a bad reputation, especially us men, but the truth is, Pisces men can easily be the type to be in long-term relationships. And I mean easily. It just has to be with the right person. Pisces men are the most respectable, loving men there is, and yes, I am blowing my own horn. I don't care. And let's not act like the Pisces women are romantic saints. They are low-key as bad as the Pisces men when they want to be. Fishes are fishes. On the flip side, you will not find a more loving and more devoted partner with the right person. There will be too much on the line to even dream of fucking it up. They will have nightmares of fucking it up. Love is the most powerful emotion in the universe, and Neptune is who takes that Venusian love to spiritual levels with Pisces, where they know the meaning of and can execute true love towards a special somebody. You can't be more devoted or more loving than the fishers of men, who's dedicated their life to that Jesus figure in their life. It's just where there's light, there's dark, unfortunately. You just never know the type of Pisces you have until you do. 11 reasons why Pisces may not be liked by the others. Number 1. Aquarius. Aquarius and Pisces are the two oldies of the zodiac. The space spiritual travelers, detached from Earth and its beings. When we break down the signs and how they may interact with another, essentially, Aquarius is science and Pisces is magic. What is magic? It's unexplained science. Science is here to prove magic, and anything spiritual is basically fake. Like, that is not a demonic possession, that's a personality disorder called this and that and the third. So Aquarius to Pisces can be like a scientist that cannot understand this magic in Pisces enough to label it. Aquarius is like a spaceman or woman actually coming across an alien-like ghostly figure in Pisces that keeps slipping away every time they see it and try to catch it. So they don't have enough time to analyze it, study it. Aquarius is the water bearer. It's here to spread all its knowledge onto humanity. It's fixed on this task. The whole makeup of Aquarius is discovering and spreading knowledge. But Pisces is that water they are supposed to be bearing in its entirety. So how can you pour it all if you don't even have it all in your bucket? So Aquarius may not like Pisces because it's simply an unsolvable mystery. Aquarius knows everything but a Pisces. Number 2. Capricorn. Capricorn is the eldest earth sign. It's the goat sitting at the top of the world, highly respected and commanding others down below. Capricorn is the ultimate controller of not just others but oneself. Capricorn has the most self-discipline. Pisces is not materially driven. They're not in this world. They can be, but typically Pisces places ultra focus on their soul, which leads Pisces into being completely freed people from the matrix of life. Capricorn knows all about the soul and the spiritual world, but that's not for the masses to know, as that would diminish their control. In other words, imagine every single person was able to access a way to earn money working for their own self. There would be no workers for the bosses, as we all would be bosses. Life can't work like that. It needs a balance. Not everyone's dreams can come true, unfortunately. In life, we have shepherds and sheep. That's the balance. Capricorn is a shepherd. The big shepherd. Pisces is a wolf in sheep's clothing in the flock, telling the rest about sacred energy, how to access it and how to be free. Pisces is a threat to Capricorn's rule, basically. And Aquariuses who are like Capricorns. This is Saturn versus Jupiter here. The basic description is Capricorn is completely in reality and Pisces is fully in the dream world. So Capricorn won't look at Pisces as serious. The real truth is, it's much deeper than that, and Capricorn secretly knows how powerful Pisces is because they themselves are from the sea, being the sea goat. So in many ways, Capricorn won't like Pisces. Number 3. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the eldest fire sign. It's raw Jupiter, Zeus. It's the ultimate sign of war without even breaking that down. Sagittarius can either be a sign that recognizes Pisces or doesn't. Sag and Pisces are like siblings, brother and sister. both ruled by Jupiter, both mutable, both spiritual, both signs of wisdom. So what you'll find is either Sag loving Pisces and making sure Pisces is right beside them through war, as they need their magic, or Sag completely looking down on Pisces as a no-hoper. Sag can be very blunt and say it how they see it. So what they see in Pisces, they will say. But what anyone sees in Pisces is never what it actually is. Pisces is the most hidden sign, switching masks depending on who they're around. So Sagittarius can dismiss Pisces before they actually even get to know the real Pisces. If the Sag is spiritual and in their philosophical bag, Pisces will be an ally, even if it's on the dark side. If Sag are only in their ego on their selfish conquests, they wouldn't want someone like a Pisces anywhere near them. They'll see Pisces as dead weight, a burden, basically. Number 4, Scorpio. Of all the signs in the zodiac, Scorpio can be the one sign that hates Pisces the most. Pisces and Scorpio are the two deepest signs in the ocean, a form of siren sisters. From Scorpio's end, Scorpio can read anyone's soul. If Scorpio hyper-focuses on you, they will read you throughout, when matured, I must add. So Scorpio can go around reading and intimidating everybody. And yes, Scorpio can read a Pisces too. However, Scorpio can only read the version of Pisces that the Pisces is showing them. So this poses a problem, because Scorpio can read Pisces down to precision, and then meet a whole nother version of the same Pisces and then get confused. Their fixed mindset doesn't work well when dealing with Pisces, and that's what they won't like. Scorpio won't like that Pisces is changeable, therefore uncontrollable. This is where Scorpio can have similar problems to Aquarius and Capricorn when dealing with Pisces. They can't pin the fish down. But another way to look at why Scorpio may hate Pisces is, in a world where Pisces doesn't exist, Scorpio would be the most intuitive one. In a world where Pisces doesn't exist, Scorpio would be the most hidden, most mysterious one. And I can keep going. Scorpio can end up seeing all this in Pisces, seeing someone who can be just like them and remain even more hidden in that same ocean, and only be seen as good, while only Scorpio gets the label for everything dark. Number 5, Libra. Libra is a sign that can secretly have big issues with Pisces, and it's all to do with mirrors. Libra's that air sign that goes around initiating convos with everyone, getting to know everyone, and essentially putting people in boxes. The more people Libra knows, the more allies they have, and the more people they have that they can mirror. Libra is a sign that can lack self-identity on the darker side. They'll look at another and use that person's light as their own. So when around Pisces, Pisces is the actual mirror of the zodiac, reflecting on everything and reflecting others back onto themselves. So this doesn't work well with Libra because A, Libra can't fully know Pisces just through conversation, therefore can't put them in the correct box. And B, Libra can't look at Pisces as a mirror because all they will see is their self that they may not know. So a Libra not liking a Pisces can literally all be from projection and rejection. Again, Pisces can be one big mystery to Libra to where Libra don't even bother with the fish. Number 6, Virgo. A Virgo not liking Pisces is one of the obvious ones because Virgo is the opposite sign to Pisces. Opposites may attract, and they are sister signs, but essentially, Pisces is everything Virgo doesn't like. No structure, not worried about time, not a perfectionist, can be sloppy, appears too accepting, non-judgmental, doesn't read people well, doesn't criticize nothing, accepts everything, may not be working. Virgo can see all that in Pisces and simply think they are not serious about life. The problem is, Virgo can have the same issue Scorpio does with reading a Pisces wrong. Virgo can analyze the hell out of a Pisces only for a Pisces to show them another side that is nothing like the detailed description Virgo has written down. The difference is, to say Scorpio, Virgo is mutable, so they can actually adapt and end up having a whole filing cabinet of the different versions of Pisces if they care to. Whereas Scorpio would have left that task a long time ago, from they got it wrong the first time. So to Virgo, with Pisces there's no stability, no grounding. Too up in the clouds, too dreamy, not in reality. This is why people think Capricorn may not like Pisces. Nah, Capricorn don't like Pisces on a spiritual level. If Virgo don't like Pisces, it's more on a practical level. Virgo's like a human who doesn't even believe in a soul. Pisces is the soul, so do the maths. Number 7, Leo. Leo, the sign ruled by the sun. The soul in its most expressive and most comfortable state, basically. Why Leo may not like Pisces is because Pisces can do everything Leo can do without the ego. Leo's the sign of creativity, while Pisces is the most creative sign. So we have an issue here. Leo can be a kid that is boasting that they can do a backflip, then actually do the backflip, and all the other kids are like, wow, wow. So Leo feels like the star of the show. Then one of the kids, probably a Gemini, says, oh, Pisces can do a backflip too, just to cause a little trouble. So they all look at this Pisces kid sitting down, quiet, spaced out, and Leo's like, no way they can do it. Only I can do a backflip. So Leo demands the Pisces to prove it. So the Pisces reluctantly gets up, does the backflip, then sits back down as the kids are like, wow, wow, someone else can do it. As Leo's pissed off, they're not the only one getting their attention, and this person doesn't even care about it. Leo may not like Pisces as their perception of Pisces can be proven wrong. They don't realize Pisces is the soul too, in its entirety. Pisces has been there and done that. Number 8, Cancer. Cancer, the sign all about their feelings ruled by the moon. Cancer may not like Pisces through envy. It's similar to Scorpio being the water signs, but Cancer's a bit different. Scorpio's more obvious, like you can expect dark stuff or like selfish stuff with Scorpio. Cancer's a bit more tricky like Pisces. So on surface level, Cancer can get the reputation for being the most loving, the most kind, the most sympathetic, the most empathetic, and so on. In a world without Pisces, Cancer would have those titles. The thing with Cancer is, they are very self-focused, but it appears the opposite. Cancers portray an image that is Pisces-like mother to all, caring for all, when really it's the mother to their own. Pisces is for all. So when Pisces comes around and genuinely cares for the world, Cancers for one won't like their shine being taken, and for two, Cancers will look at Pisces like, how? How can you love the whole world like that? You don't know everyone personally. Cancers will look at it from a practical way, like person A's not related to person B. While Pisces knows spiritually we are all one. Cancers may not like that Pisces can actually be selfless, while to them, it's a projected image with a self-fulfilling motive behind it. Number 9, Gemini. Gemini, the curious, tricky and changeable air sign roaming the earth carefree. Sounds a bit like Pisces, right? Well, Gemini and Pisces share similarities being chameleons because they are both mutable signs, the two most obvious signs of duality. Now, why Gemini may not like Pisces is, their curiosity can lead them nowhere. Gemini can be like a Libra, going around talking to everyone, every Tom, Dick and Harry. So when they come across this quiet, mysterious natured Pisces person, Gemini, like everyone, will be curious, but Gemini will try to find out about them. So Gemini can go over to the Pisces, make small talk, but that Pisces will know Gemini is only speaking to them because they are curious, and can see everyone else looking around too, knowing that Gemini is the boldest one to come over and find out. Pisces can spill a whole load of nothing to Gemini, give them a fake name and all sorts for being too eager and performative. So when Gemini eventually finds out Pisces isn't who they said they were, etc., Gemini will run around saying this person's fake and a fraud, and it will simply all be because Pisces tricked them. A trickster will not like being tricked by another trickster. especially when they did not even realize they were a trickster too. Pisces and Gemini can be enemies for many reasons, but just from Pisces being a trickster too, Gemini may not like them. Anything you can do, I can do better. Number 10. Taurus. Taurus, that bull chilling in luxury. Taurus is the fixed earth sign. They on the good side can be solid and loyal people, in reality fully in touch with all of Earth's materials. On the light side, this is Pisces' ideal sign, romantically. Taurus and Scorpio. Now where Taurus may not like Pisces is, well, Pisces may not be in reality, they may not be solid, too flexible, and may not be loyal. They may switch sides or cheat. Cheating is not solely a Pisces thing, everyone can cheat, but in terms of not being set on one person or in one group, Pisces is a free-flowing sign, while Taurus can be highly possessive, similar to Scorpio, their opposite sign. So Taurus may not like that Pisces is not controllable. When it comes to love, love is freedom. Love is not control. The way to keep a Pisces around is to let them be free. So Pisces hopefully chooses to stick to you like glue. Taurus is more hands-on and practical. They can wish upon a star, but they'd rather grab it and put it in their bag so it's theirs. So not being able to control Pisces is why Pisces may not be their favourites. On the flip side, Taurus is the sign that will like Pisces the most. And as I said, Scorpio will be the sign that will hate Pisces the most if they do. So that's the link there. Number 11. Aries. Last but not least, we have Aries. Aries is the first sign, as we all know, but I've done this in reverse for a change. Aries is the most energetic sign in the zodiac, ruled by Mars with the backative of the sun. It's the baby of the zodiac that shot out, creating the big bang and kickstarting this whole shit. With Pisces being the last and Aries being the first, when they come around each other, this effect is like a baby having full consciousness and looking at their great grandma and realizing, that is where my journey on Earth ends. This person is showing me it. It's like consciously knowing you will be that old person one day and subconsciously hating it, as it basically shows you you're actually not first. How are you first if everyone else around you is older than you? So this is the same effect with Aries around Pisces. Aries may not like the spiritual grandparent energy Pisces can have. It's like a party pooper to the excitement of a new life, because it's making you aware of death. So Aries may not even like being around a Pisces, let alone liking them in general. But that these signs are both the closest to the spiritual world, they can easily find connections. So Aries is not a sign that will often dislike Pisces, but if they do, it's because it's the grandparent and the baby interacting with awareness. Bonus. Pisces. So we can't forget Pisces now. Pisces are here interacting with everyone, including other Pisces. So why may a Pisces not like another Pisces? Well, Pisces is the final sign. It's a mixture of all the signs before it. So everything I've said about why another sign may not like Pisces, you can experience any one of those reasons from dealing with another Pisces. You may look at another Pisces how an Aries would, how a Taurus would, how a Gemini would, and so on. Depends on what state you're in, what energy you're in, as the forever changing Pisces, the most mutable sign. Even though Pisces can understand another Pisces, it'll be very hard to truly read another Pisces in public. Pisces is just too much of a tricky, unpinnable sign. Even to our own selves, we can confuse our own self. So a Pisces may not like another Pisces because they can show you yourself, and show you another's experience, and show you truth and lies. Pisces can pull another Pisces into their world of everything where you don't know what the fuck's going on, or where you are. Fishes eat fishes after all. Just because we're all in the same ocean, doesn't mean the smaller fishes isn't getting eaten by the bigger ones. Quiet Pisces may not like loud Pisces. Soft Pisces may not like hard Pisces. Light Pisces may not like dark Pisces. But Pisces represents one being. So essentially, If you're a Pisces and don't like your own kind, all you can do is look in the mirror. Everything you don't like will be within your own self, and that can apply to every other sign too. A matured Pisces is all about isolation and soul healing. When they're young, it can be people pleasing, but once grown, it's more like people. Psh, please. I don't care if they like me or not. The world loves the quiet, gentle Pisces, but can hate the strong and self-aware Pisces. That tells the fish all they need to know about the world they are in. 10 quick reasons why Pisces can be the most depressive sign. Number 1. Unheard. Pisces is a sign that is oftentimes misunderstood. A Pisces can spell out everything that's bothering them and still feel like and notice their message hasn't been comprehended correctly. So can feel like what they say falls on deaf ears. This can cause Pisces to not say anything about how they truly feel, which can lead to complete isolation, unreleased stress, which can turn into resentment and anger. Having a lot to say because so much is going on inside, but deciding not to speak in fear of being misunderstood can cause major depressive issues with Pisces. Number 2. Unseen. Carrying on from feeling unheard, feeling unseen normally accompanies it. Pisces is a sign that constantly mutates and adapts to its surroundings. By default, it's to blend and create harmony, no opposition, just adapt to whatever or whoever. Now this is good for others but can be awful for the Pisces, because Pisces may end up in positions where they can't be themselves. A matured Pisces blends their self with whatever or whoever, but they know themselves. There's a difference and may have an ulterior motive. But a younger Pisces can literally disregard who they are to fully accommodate another. So when the Pisces gets alone time, they can ultimately be drained from all this acting and with no one actually knowing who they are. At even worse levels, the Pisces themselves may not even know who they are, or lose themselves over time. Number 3. Emotional baggage. Pisces is the final sign. It's a sign full of history, lessons, karma, everything. It's where everything from the past is at the forefront, ready to be understood as a whole, wrapped up and disposed before transcending. So naturally, Pisces can be full of so much emotional turmoil, from things that didn't even happen in this lifetime round. A Pisces could be feeling the results of something that happened a few generations ago. So this can cause confusion for Pisces. A Pisces can cry about something they feel and not know where it's from. So bad that some Pisces themselves may feel being a Pisces is a curse because of all the emotions that comes with it. Pisces is like waking up in the middle of an ocean on a small boat with no land in sight. They've got all these layers of clothes on. As they remove each layer of clothing, they begin to notice they have a tail underneath and the shore is becoming more visible. Once all clothing is removed, they have the option of freely exploring the ocean or going back on land to freely mingle. It takes a lot to get to this stage. Life can feel heavy for a Pisces until then. Number 4. Death's door. Pisces is the oldest sign of the zodiac. It's the sign of death, the ending. Aries is the sign of birth, the beginning. So Pisces is the grandparent of the zodiac. This isn't initially the same as an actual old person who can reflect on their life and be ready and happy to leave when their time comes. Pisces is like knowing the end's near but being scared of it. Feeling death's close and being scared. Looking down at the abyss and being afraid. Sensing and or seeing spirits, having crazy nightmaric dreams that feels real, having supernatural experiences as a standard. These things can stress a Pisces out, where the other side is revealing itself to a Pisces and Pisces pulls the covers over their head. It's only as a Pisces grows, their understanding of life starts to all tie together and they begin to realize they're spiritually on another level to the rest. They have the wisdom of an old person and embraces their connection to the world beyond here. Before all that, life can feel like hell to a Pisces, a scary place where it's only them seeing ghosts. Number 5. Awake. One major reason Pisces can be depressed is being too aware. Pisces has this la stigma around them, which is more a younger Pisces thing. Your typical Pisces will be more aware than you may realize. From a preacher to a drug addict, each of these Pisces can handle their awareness in different ways because they're awake. Pisces doesn't really have an escape, because if they choose the oblivious route, their soul will still connect them to traumatic things or wrongs that may need righting. It will show it to Pisces. And if they choose to lean into their awareness, Pisces literally walks through the 12th house door and can look at the world from a panoramic spatial view, where they see or at least are aware of the underside of the world. You're thinking about your next holiday, while Pisces can be thinking about people's homes being bombed across the waters, and feeling and hearing the crying sound waves being carried by the ocean. One person can't change the evil of the world, so a Pisces can be hyper aware of many things they have no power over, whilst wanting to do something about it. Number 6. Selfless. So if we go back to the emotional baggage and the analogy of Pisces having layers of clothes to remove, spiritually of course, so a Pisces can be around people with all these layers on, removing them over time. But that Pisces can put others before themselves. They can take others' clothes off of them and put it on top of the layers of clothes they already have on, waiting to be removed. Or people can literally hand Pisces their clothes for Pisces to hold as it's an inconvenience for them. Being selfless is not the actual problem. The issue is when Pisces doesn't know how to remove not only their baggage, but others who also dumps their baggage on them. So while others are at a party in a thin dress or a vest top and shorts after handing Pisces their jackets, Pisces can be sitting in the corner with all these layers on, uncomfortable, sweating, in a social environment, feeling like a loner, making sure others are having a good time while they're sitting down lumbered. The other depressive side is, Pisces can still be the type to go and dance in the middle of the floor with all these layers on and dance the night away. Then as soon as they get home, fall face first into their bed under the pile of clothing they've just partied with on. Exhausted. Defeated. Number 7. People. Pisces is the sign of love. True love for all. Pisces comes here wanting to spread love, peace and harmony. With this ideology, Pisces can experience very quickly that this world is not a nice place like that. The people are not all loving and are more takers than givers. But Pisces tries to keep the hope that one day, people may be loving and nice like them because that's the only way this world will heal. Is if everyone not only spreads love, but they also love themselves, because it all starts within. So the more Pisces learns, or should I say remembers, the world and its people are not like that, this is a cold world, this alone can make Pisces feel isolated and disappointed. Imagine being the only loving person you know, like genuinely loving with no strings or conditions attached. That's depressing. And going back to the awareness of Pisces, they'll start noticing these things with people they are also close to. How your closest people can be your biggest haters. Things like that. We can say it is what it is, but truthfully, it's sad stuff. It's like you can't trust anybody. When Pisces is naturally here with love for everybody, so do the maths with how Pisces can end up feeling. People is literally the reason you can meet the absolute devil in a Pisces. Number 8. Mundane life. Now, a scripted life is what can be depressing to a Pisces. Not necessarily 9 to 5 work, because depending on what the Pisces does, they may not mind that schedule. Ideally, Pisces will want to be free in every way, not restricted by any means, but Pisces can adapt and make things work. But that like linear script of life where it's like be born, go school, go college, uni, work, marry, swing a little bit, retire, die. To know that's the typical person's projected life path is depressing in itself. That's what's called being normal. Where the only time they have freedom and money is when they're too old to enjoy it properly. contributing all those years to a pension they may never see, planning for retirement, and dying the year before they planned to retire. 5-year planners is like Capricorn or Virgo, Pisces opposite sign. Pisces is in the mindset of, tomorrow's never promised. Try enjoy the now, we're supposed to be free. So Pisces can be prone to depression from just following the programmed route for all to take, or depression from illegal work where they're free, but they risk their freedom at the same time. The mundane life, or having to have to bend the rules a little for a sense of freedom, can depress a Pisces. Number 9. The dream world. The dream world, the afterlife, the imagination. Pisces is a sign that is internally rich. Only a Pisces knows. Internally, Pisces is rich. Materials means absolutely nothing. The ultimate manifestors can come from Pisces, as Pisces is the sign of dreams, the dream weaver. Where depression can come in is when reality hits. Everything is governed by time here, whereas there is no time in the dream world. No past, present or future. So if a Pisces is in a state of trying to manifest a dream, say they want to be a singer, they're working on their album, and it all sounds magical, but then say they're short on funds, so now has to work. Devote all their time to work and end up being too tired to finish their album. It's where souls are crushed. This is what life does to everyone. Everyone has hopes, wishes, dreams, plans, but life is set up to slap everyone unless you're born into fortune, or some other blessings comes your way, or you really knuckle down and put in the hard work. But it's still not guaranteed. But that Pisces is the most aware, the most connected, the dreamer. These reality slaps hits harder, causing even worse depression. It's all good others saying Pisces lives in a dream world, but Pisces doesn't. They go there and bring what they see or learn from there here back on Earth. So if they're in the process of packing up that inspiration, but the transport of life is telling the Pisces to shut their ass up, get back on board, and put their seatbelt back on, Pisces is going to be stressed as hell. Number 10. Where is my soulmate? With what I said at the start of Pisces feeling unseen and unheard, this is one reason why Pisces are always on that seek for their soulmate. It's a Venusian trait. Could be subconscious or consciously done, but Pisces will always be seeking that person. As we all know, there's billions of people on this earth. Plenty more fish in the sea, as they say. But for Pisces, there's so much fishing around they can do before they lose hope. Pisces is a sign that can get with anyone, and I mean any sign. Pisces can literally merge with anyone. Pisces can be everything another wants. But this is one-sided. A Pisces will never truly be happy unless they are with that true soulmate who sees and hears them via the soul. The only other person that's deep in the ocean like that is Scorpio. That's why they say these two signs are soulmates. But that's very subjective. It depends. It really depends on both the Pisces and the Scorpio. But Pisces just wants that soulmate. Doesn't matter how wealthy or poor the Pisces is, how popular, how friendly, how whatever a Pisces is. If they don't have that soulmate in their life, there will always be an element of depression. It's different if they met them, had their time together, and they separated for whatever reason. Yeah, a Pisces can find peace afterwards alone. But if a Pisces has never found true love in another, that's an equivalent to hell for the fish. Because not only do they have love for the whole world, they have all this love stored for the love of their life. Bonus. Free and intuitive. Pisces is the sign that is spiritually free. It's not trapped, it's not under any illusions or Saturn-like restrictions. After waking up, of course. The soul's free, it's ready to go, but still a part of the show. Freedom is good, but it depends. Sometimes it can feel crazy, especially if you're used to being restricted. It's like doing a long stretch in prison and now you're free. It's like leaving school. It's like having a day off from school. Maybe you bunked off or you're sick. You're free to mess around or watch any show you want all day. But then you return to school and so much has happened where everyone's informing you. You missed out on so much shit On that one day you didn't go in, but every other day you're in, it's just a typical school day. This is Pisces' feelings with life itself. It's having that sense of freedom, but feeling the effects of once being restricted and feeling disconnected from the rest who are still going through the phases. This is why others can think Pisces is clueless because they weren't there or didn't experience it. So others will want to fill Pisces in, not knowing Pisces already knows it all. Nothing's new to a Pisces. Soul wise. So this can be depressing because it's isolation and tuned in. Free, yes, but now you're on your own sort of thing. Intuition wise, intuition's great for Pisces as it works as a guide and radar, but not everything Pisces picks up is heavenly and great. Pisces is the most intuitive with all things, so they can get a serious hunch something they won't like is gonna happen, then it happens. So it's like, yay, I predicted it, but it's like, well, it's here now, and I hate it. It's a double-edged sword. Spiritually, Pisces is abundant. Mentally, Pisces is abundant. It's why Pisces is the most creative and imaginative sign. But physically, this being free while still being in a restricted world with restricted people representing the majority, can have Pisces so depressed they purposely do something to reintegrate into restrictions. It sounds silly, but it's why you can find Pisces in prison. It's why you can find dark-sided Pisces. People operating from the outside wanting to fit in somewhere. Anywhere. Other than that, the fish is alone. Free, alone, unheard, unseen, seeing that life's a dream and depressed cause others isn't seeing what they're seeing. Or have been where they've been. Seeing the universe in all its glory while the world can't see further than the American dream. Or the Asian dream, UK dream, African dream, you know what I mean. 10 quick reasons why Pisces is the spookiest sign. Ooh. Number 1. Cosplayer. Pisces is the sign of illusions. What you see is definitely not what you get with Pisces, and what you see is not even the same as what another sees, as Pisces adapts to whoever they are interacting with. Pisces is a sign of layers, different types of masks. But the scariest thing is, it's your own eyes and senses that will dress the Pisces in fancy dress. You will view the Pisces cosplaying a character in your own personal world. It's another's eyes that will deceive them into what they want to view the Pisces as, and can also be deceived from what the Pisces wants to show, which can be so far off from the truth of who you are really dealing with. You can be talking to Freddy Krueger, but all you're seeing is Princess Fiona. Pisces doesn't even need to act or play characters. From their presence and aura alone, others will do that with Pisces. They will place Pisces in a box with a label on it, but it will oftentimes be a miscalculation. The dangerous chemicals and fragile labels won't be on the box, and it will look light until you try pick it up and find out that it's heavy and then explodes from you dropping it. There's no warning signs, just personal designs. So when or if a Pisces actually chooses to put on an act, to put on a mask for a task and dress up in the appropriate attire, they won't be attending no Halloween party for a fun night. They'll be dressing up to actually do something to someone, with the costume being a disguise. Pisces can activate, which normally comes from their feelings or their being getting messed with, but they can still stay hidden whilst dishing out damage. Pisces can easily go undetected. From Jason Voorhees to Michael Myers, these characters represents the dark side of Pisces. These are on-screen movie flicks, fiction and non-fiction adaptations from real stories. It's jump scares about an unknown person going around in a mask and doing damage to people randomly. Understand that Pisces ruler Neptune even rules these areas. Fantasies, films, imagination, getting others sucked into illusions via screens. But in reality, Pisces is actually home to many notorious serial too. Even worse is some were actually known for their disguises, like John Wayne Gacy and BTK. But then there's the other Pisces serials who didn't appear to have a mask and just presented a smiley face that another's own eyes and senses deemed to be harmless. Then the last thing they would have seen was the true demon behind the mask. The mask is not exclusive to Pisces. The dark side of many other signs will include deception, especially the mutable signs. But Pisces is every sign, and deception is Pisces. So it's funny when Pisces is typically dressed up as just being Tinkerbell, when there's nothing fancy about a Pisces who puts that mask on and dresses up to undress your body and expose your soul. Number 2, the Magician. Pisces is home to magic. When we think magical, we think of fairies and a magical castle with pink and blue skies, unicorns and rainbows. We think harmless trickery, card tricks and making things disappear through illusion. Oh, what a great magic trick that was. I am so blown away. Please, sir, show me another. Magic is fun, right? Pisces is fun. People can love the magical side of Pisces, especially non-Pisces. But the Pisces magician knows the real magic beyond the tricks they show. The dark magic that takes place behind the scenes. Pisces is the most spiritual sign. Magic is unexplained science. Science explains many things, and that represents Aquarius. The unexplained and misunderstood is represented by Pisces after Aquarius. So Pisces is naturally connected to magic, to the unseen but felt spiritual world, which can actually be seen if you're gifted that way, from seeing ghosts to seeing events happening whilst looking into flames. When Pisces is at their highest vibration, they will be practicing white magic. Even if they're unaware that's what they're doing, just by simply wishing another good can work magic on others when a Pisces is doing it. But Pisces can go further to actually doing prayers and calling upon the spiritual world for blessings. So there's always the reverse to this. Black magic is real, and many do practice these things, and it does work all around the world. Pisces is a sign that does not need to physically do anything to harm someone due to their connection to that world. So if Pisces is on the darker side, they can and will place hexes on others, full well knowing the results and knowing how to dodge or deflect the karma from it too. Pissing off the wrong Pisces can be your downfall, as Pisces has the choice of being vocal about it or not. If not, you can have a hidden enemy in Pisces sitting in their room with a doll made of you with real hair strands of your hair, and you will be none the wiser why your life ends up turning upside down, if you're even alive after what they do. Pisces represents an area of life, the afterlife area. Others can access these things too. Everyone has Pisces in their chart somewhere, but when a Pisces chooses to align with their nature, you can be dealing with a hidden and deadly force in the fish. Which fish is the fish? A good or a bad one? A white or a black magic worker? They can be both. Number 3, night is day. Pisces is the ultimate sign of duality. It's the sign where all energies and signs are wrapped into one. Pisces is the fish representing the origin of evolution. Sea creatures were the first animals here on Earth. The first forms of animal life began in the dark ocean way before life on land came to light. Pisces represents the full circle of life, the beginning and the end, but it all starts in the dark. Aries is the first sign and the light at the beginning, but technically Pisces is the first and last sign, as it represents what's before Aries. All signs what's in between Aries and Pisces and what's after Pisces, which is back into the darkness. It's the unknown. The two fishes is one being. Is it even two fish or one fish that duplicated itself? It's a feminine fish, right? Did Adam actually come from Eve? What came first, the chicken or the egg? We have sayings like, it's as clear as day, to signify something being easy to see or understand. Or, it's as different as night and day. Daylight is safe, it's light, it's busy, the world is alive, everyone's on the move. Night is more dangerous, more mysterious, things aren't clear, it's blurry, and the world is somewhat dead. Can be silent at times, no people, no cars, empty buildings, empty streets, peaceful even. With Pisces, they are the most misunderstood sign. They are far from easy to understand, and nothing is clear as day with the fishes. With Pisces, night is day. It's not separate, it's one. Pisces can bring the danger and mysteriousness of the night into the day, and can equally feel safe and have clarity of the day while it's night. Pisces can even see better in the night than the day. The nature of Pisces suits the night more than the day, as before there was light, there was darkness. Neptune is the unseen planet, existing without the light from the sun, unseen to the naked eye. Pisces is the sign of yin and yang, is both night and day, good and bad, angelic and evil. If you think the daytime will save you from night activities with a Pisces, then you are sadly mistaken. A Pisces can creep up on you in broad daylight as if it's night, shut your lights out and then disappear into the day as if the fog of night is covering them. You will not meet a more fluid sign than the fish, and when they are on the dark side of life and you're an enemy or a target, you will know what true terror means, because you are never safe. As I said, night is more dangerous, more mysterious. Things aren't clear, it's blurry, and the world is somewhat dead. Can be silent at times, no people, no cars, empty buildings, empty streets, peaceful even. But imagine that description was used for the day. Imagine that reality, a different dystopian world. Well, that's how Pisces can feel and operate in the daytime that we know. Night is day and you can get it in every and any way. There are no barriers. Number 4. Moonlight at night. The moonlight can be so beautiful at night, especially if you're by the sea seeing its light reflect off the surface, or if you're laying down stargazing somewhere with that special someone. When it's a clear starry night, it's beautiful. But when it's a foggy night and the sky's more darker, the moon is the icing on the cake for the sinister look of the night. What would a spooky night be without a giant moon in the sky? The moon rules Cancer, which gives Cancerians their own light and dark version. But Pisces is the sign that is like the moon here on Earth, looking over everybody, bringing light to dark places, trying to provide a comfort to everyone, on the light side. In tarot, one of the cards that represents Pisces is the moon card, alongside the Hanged Man. But what you can forget about the moon is, it's actually a satellite. Especially in astrology, there's so many definitions for what the moon does, but what's not mentioned is it's actually a satellite. It's orbiting Earth, watching, observing. The moon's like your mother, your guardian in a way, but it's personal to each person's experience. It's seeing everything that is happening, especially at night or in the dark. And in reality, that's when it's clear it's there, watching, at nighttime. Pisces can be the same way to all. Pisces is the guardian of the whole zodiac. Pisces is the sign that not only sees the seen, but the unseen too. Pisces can watch things happen. They can see what's hidden in the dark and not say a word. How would you view the moon if you knew it was recording everything it sees? It will freak the fuck out of you, because it's like, so what's it gonna do with all the information it gathers? Who's even in control of this satellite and why does it want this information? Well, the moon gets its light from the soul. The soul is the sun, and Pisces is the sign of the soul. Not to be confused with Leo, who's in full expression of the soul. So Pisces can be the same way in reality. When around Pisces, you are under surveillance. Pisces is the spiritual messenger, a walking spiritual overseer. This is why some people don't like Pisces energy, especially if they have things to hide. Because they pick up on that observing energy but get confused with the beautiful energy the fish can radiate simultaneously. But Pisces is connected to the soul, so information is being sent and received constantly. So Pisces may not even be invited to no Halloween party, because it will basically be like inviting the light of the moon into the dark theme of the party. Where's the fun in that? What happens in the dark stays in the dark, right? That is truly up to the Pisces you are dealing with. It's either secrets or revelations. Number 5. Trick or treat. When you come across a Pisces, especially when it's for the first time, you are metaphysically knocking on a witch's door saying trick or treat. You are unaware you're asking Pisces this question. This is a soul interaction. So depending on who you are and how you move, or just from the Pisces being dark-sided, they are gonna choose how they answer that question you didn't even know you asked them. You see, even the night of Halloween is an illusion. We got little kids going around knocking on random people's doors expecting candy. That's some psycho's dream. Lying in wait, like the witch in Hansel and Gretel. Since when was taking candy from strangers a wise idea? What are we teaching here? So in the name of celebration, we can go into those vans that says free candy, cause it's Halloween, right? Everyone is celebrating it. It's fun, it's innocent. That's the night where the god of many gets put down, when really it should be up even more than any other time. Cause dark shit happens on this night. Demons get fed. This is Scorpio season. Pisces is the old soul. Pisces is the old spirit seeing all these kids not knowing who they are, lost in an illusion, asking this innocent appearing elderly person for gifts. A trick or treat, you say? When Pisces starts handing out sweets, it's only once you've swallowed it is when you realize you shouldn't be knocking on anyone's door and taking sweets from strangers. Doesn't matter if your parents are there smiling, they can get fooled too. Yeah, go give this sweet to mummy and daddy. Tell them to eat it. Come on, all of you eat it right now. It's my homemade special candy. I want to see you all eat it. You should never just take anything from people you even know without being skeptical. Do you know how many people in history have learnt this the hard way? They can't even tell you about it. You can even be at your friend's house and their parent serves you a plate and you feel obliged to eat it. But does their parent even like you? Do you know? You can get sick from eating food prepared by someone who doesn't have good feelings towards you. This is a form of unintentional magic within itself. So imagine when the person knows what they are doing and serving you. Just to be a little Halloween party pooper. It's not that deep, but it can be. You think Pisces is too trusting, when in reality, there's almost nothing that a Pisces puts trust in. Even with their own self, deception is everywhere. But Pisces can trick you. They can trick you so well. It's the reason Pisces have such a bad reputation, especially in the dating game. It's essentially people who got fooled, but Pisces is the delusional one, right? The one who isn't in the real world. So how have they deceived you? How does that work? Please tell me. Do you know how Pisces John Wayne Gacy tricked his victims? He literally played a game with them, showed them a magic trick, a handcuff trick and a rope trick. Hey, it's done like this. I know how to get out of it. Watch, I'll show you. See, it's easy. Now you try it. You try and get out of it. So trick or treat, it doesn't matter. Pisces can still leave you in a situation where you're lying on the floor after being deceived, receiving a defeat as you doze off, not even being able to look up at the Pisces face or eyes. All you can view is defeat. Pisces rules defeat. Knocking on a Pisces door talking about trick or treat. Yeah, the wrong one will treat you to a friendly personality, then show you a trick that you may never recover from. Number 6. Ghost Tour Guide. Pisces is from the 12th house of damn well everything. It's like the portal to the afterlife and existence beyond this plane. Pisces is secretly or openly connected to these areas of life. The trick with Pisces is they can appear open but still be very secretive. It's the most secretive and lonely sign, soul-wise, that can appear the complete opposite way. Pisces is a sign that can feel alone and isolated because no one else other than God will understand what goes on deep inside. Being a sponge to everything is a gift, but an exhausting experience. But when Pisces gets vocal about their experiences, for the listeners it'll be like going on a ghost tour bus. Pisces' connection to the dead is real. Through Pisces you can get so many different types of spiritualists. In other signs, especially the water and fire signs, you can get certain types of spiritualists, but with Pisces you get all sorts in one, and when they really speak their mind and experiences, you will think they are a crazy person, until they start mentioning things about you, to you, that only you will know. You see, the real nature of Pisces will scare people. It's the divine feminine soul. It's like meeting this pretty woman, you get talking to her, and then she says, "Who was that person you was walking with as you were approaching me?" And you're like, huh? I've been by myself the whole day. This is where Pisces can go silent, especially if they sense you aren't ready to hear that you have someone spiritually following you. But if Pisces decides to talk, it will open your mind to a place you never knew existed that can literally fuck your mind up if the Pisces wants to do that. You can be around the Pisces and they are quiet because maybe they are hearing the sounds of the dead while you hear nothing. A Pisces can stop you and say, shh, can you hear that? As they pick up on the distant sound of something muffled as you're looking at them like, what the fuck did you smoke before you met me? This is where Pisces can appear like they are on drugs and not be, but these connections and isolated feeling in general is what can make them turn to drugs to blot them out. But the real scary thing is, Pisces can see and hear what you can't. They can see what's around you and see what's inside you while you see nothing more than a puzzled face on the Pisces. This can leave you in a very vulnerable position with the wrong fish, while the Pisces appears like the lost and vulnerable one. Number 7. The mist and the fog. Pisces is one big smoke screen. Neptune, being Pisces' ruler, creates a shitload of clouds around the Pisces head, naturally. Pisces will be known as dreamers, with their heads in the clouds, spacey out of it, hair but not hair. Neptune plays a massive part in this. Neptune is all about illusions and mysticism. But what eventually happens is Pisces sees through the fog. They see through the illusions. They won't be able to delude themselves if they tried by this stage. Now this is all great for seeing things for what they are and really tapping into their spiritual side, but when it comes to others, the smoke screen is still there. Pisces is an optical illusion, but to switch the setting, Pisces can go as undetected as mist. Mist and fogs can be seen. The mist is when Pisces is just being themselves. They can glide by like a ghost. Their outline may be seen by some, but it's harmless, right? You can walk through it. It may be a little hot or moist, but it's cool. The visibility is low, but you can still see enough about the Pisces to be comfortable. The fog is when Pisces is active. Fogs are dangerous as hell. There's a lower visibility, you can't see into the far distance as much as the mist, so you don't know what's coming or who's in the fog hiding. Pisces is not the figure in the fog, that's Scorpio. Scorpio is who you will see lurking in the fog, which can scare the shit out of you depending on their motives. You won't want to see them in a dark alleyway at night. But Pisces is the actual fog, meaning once you are surrounded by it, you won't know who you're up against or what is going to happen to you. You can be attacked from every angle, and until that fog lifts, you are basically blinded. Pisces is the transformer, the most mutable of the mutables. They can take any form for whatever reason. They are the Joker in a deck of cards, but the form of the fog is where you get to experience what it's like being born as a Pisces, but you won't get no clarity after, other than if I ever see that fog again, or that Pisces again, or any Pisces again, I'm running for my life. Cause once you go fish, you may end up a dish. The reason Neptune has clouds is because when the sun's ultraviolet light reacts with the methane in Neptune's atmosphere, it creates cloud-forming particles. In other words, when a Pisces soul is here on Earth via the sun and under the rulership of Neptune, it's just clouds everywhere. You get a hidden and secretive individual that works even better in the fog and in the shadows. Pair this with actually wearing a mask, you begin to see the layers to the fish. Number 8. Monsters under the bed. Nearly every kid at some point will be afraid of monsters in the dark. They may even be fine until they overhear another kid talking about ghosts or monsters in the dark. They may even read a kid's book that mentions monsters in the dark. So your average kid may have a fear of monsters hiding under their bed or in the closet. With Pisces, there's no hiding. If a Pisces is scared of monsters in the dark, it won't be because they're hiding under the bed or peeking out of their closet. It will be because the Pisces is seeing or feeling it standing right by their bedside, staring at them, or hanging down from the ceiling hovering over them. But let's talk about the grown Pisces. the grown dark-sided Pisces. Pisces is the soul, right? And what does adults do? They have sex, unless they're married, and sex is the most spiritual thing two humans can do. Like, there's no comparison, it's the ultimate spiritual act two souls can do. Don't let modern day fool you into thinking body count is nothing. Have all your fun if you want, but your body is a temple, literally. You literally tie your soul to everyone you sleep with. So you actually do walk around with bodies on you, souls on you. Don't just worry about STDs from a bodily medical angle. The spiritual version of STDs is soul ties there. They're upon your bum. But one of the dark sides of Pisces is to take another's soul. So this is where you can literally have a Pisces monster under your bed or waiting in your closet until you turn the lights off, which will end up in you having a Pisces monster on your bed. Now I'm gonna cut what I say here, but when we talk serial, this normally goes hand in hand with Pisces. Pisces won't just be offing people. They will get off with people, take their soul, and then off them. From BTK to Richard Ramirez, these people were attaching people to their beds after creeping in through the night and having their way, regardless of the person's age too. But even without the serial killing part, a dark-sided Pisces can still be the type to be that monster on your bed, male and female. You can wake up with a Pisces demon on you. When we talk about the 12th house and confinement, just look what a dark-sided Pisces does when they get active, and you tell me who's the one who suffers losses. House door window locks were made because of people like the dark side of Pisces, because without blockages, the wrong Pisces can really seep through cracks and attack. Number 9. The lost and found. Pisces is all about the soul. It's above the material world. But being above the material world also allows you to see opportunities there. We all should know, you can't leave this place with anything. You don't even leave in your body. It all remains here. Your body goes back into the earth or is burnt into ash, which still remains here as your soul transcends this plane. Completely if you're a Pisces, or to re-enter again soon if you're another sign. Well, it's a theory. But in death there is opportunity. Do you know how some people used to make a living, or probably still do? They would dig up the graves of the rich and steal. Maybe they were buried with a diamond tooth or an expensive ring and so on. Dig them up, steal it and sell. They don't give a fuck about the dead and probably don't even believe in spirits. I'm interested to know how those people ended up. But Pisces and the 12th house has these themes. It's finding shiny things in the dark. It's like swimming in a dark misty ocean, then seeing something shiny and expecting it and even taking it. Especially if it clearly doesn't belong to anyone anymore. This is the difference between Pisces and Scorpio, the 12th and the 8th. Scorpio will take things off the living. Pisces will take things off the dead, to summarize it but not limited to. Pisces can spot value easily, but this extends to people like Scorpio. I've said Scorpio can take people's light, they can see it and take it before. That doesn't exclude a Pisces doing that same thing. Pisces can be extremely obsessive about a shiny thing they found. From a cool abandoned toy to someone's very own pride and joy. There's a light and dark side to this. Pisces can make someone their everything and be a real life servant and guide in this person's life forever. It's like Virgo energy and more. But at extreme dark cases, Pisces can spot the lost, then do as they please with them from seeing their value. A value they won't see in themselves. Pisces can equally be the type to house a whole street of homeless people, but have the intentions of turning them into demons or using them as objects for their dark desires. Delphine Lalaurie comes to mind. Check her out, fishes like this exist everywhere under the quiet. So not only does Pisces have an eye for value, due to Venus's exaltation, they are prone to stumbling across unclaimed items from the dead. On the side of the living, this extends to finding people's secrets or being told them, to straight up robbing people masked up. Pisces is always travelling internally, but crossing the borders of others' internals too, so they always find new and used shiny things. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. How about the whole zodiac's garbage is the exploring fish's leisure? Number 10. The dead's favourite host. Halloween is the fun, spooky night. It originated from the ancient Celtic festival which marked the end of harvest and the beginning of winter, where the veil between the living and spirit worlds was believed to be the thinnest, allowing spirits to return. People lit bonfires and wore costumes to ward off evil spirits and honour the dead. So that's interesting, especially in the UK we have Halloween, then bonfire night a few days later. They aren't even supposed to be connected, bonfire night's to do with Aries, guy folks. Any other Pisces loves autumn season, or is it just me? I have got a lively 8th house to be fair. If I could actually make love to a season, it would be autumn. When we talk about thin veils, zodiac sign wise, we are talking about Pisces. Pisces is that border between the living and the dead, and the real end of winter is Pisces season, March times. The new year really starts in spring, Aries season. Pisces is the sign of purgatory, so Pisces is the most prone to spiritual experiences and at the worst cases, even possession. A Pisces, or anyone else to be fair, can be displaying traits that a medical professional would diagnose as some sort of disorder when it can literally be a demonic possession. Now, I won't go as far as saying all things like exorcisms works, but in terms of a demon entity taking over someone, that shit is real. With Pisces, there are no barriers and there isn't nothing scarier than that. Pisces is that thin veil. Pisces is spiritually the easiest sign to connect with, where locked doors does not even matter, where hiding under your sheets won't do nothing, where if something enters you, you will have to spiritually fight to remove it yourself. All people can do at the most is try and help. That's the dark side of Pisces energy. The door is always open. Even when we talk about the witching hour. The witching hour is a term from folklore referring to a time of night when supernatural activity is at its strongest, often considered to be between midnight and 3 am, or 3 am and 4 am, a time when it was believed the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest. These hours on the clock represents Pisces. Pisces is that area between the dead of night and the rising of the sun, where the world is asleep but the spirits are awake. This is who you are really dealing with in Pisces in all forms. This is the other side of the coin that gets left unsaid. Pisces is the true representation of actual death and oftentimes can be the dead's favourite host cause they are close. Bonus: Cancer and Scorpio's big sister. The 3 water signs on the dark side are like 3 cackling witches. That trio you find deep in the woods practicing rituals and creating potions. All 3 are sinister, vengeful and dangerous in their own way. Water is dangerous, but for the theme of Halloween, Cancer is the preparation, the designing outfits, the making the potions, the cooking the food, the buying the sweets, the decorating the house to host an event, designing the outfits even. Cancers love to gather people together, to have a crabs in a bucket situation going on, even if it's just for one night. But they'll set the theme. Cancers are cardinal and will get you into the spirit of Halloween, have a well decorated and spooky house, and can host a great event similar to Libra, the cardinal sign after Cancer, represented by the moon in the sky. But they can be up to some sinister shit in this house with the guest if their mood is off. Scorpio's the actual Halloween night, the sense of fright and excitement in the air, the autumn season, the cold chill, the early darkness, the scary costumes. Scorpio's fixed, it's in the mood, got the activities going, the games being played, the trick or treating with the kids, the ghost stories, then the drinks flowing at the party with them getting drunk, unless they're up to something, which may include getting another drunk to have their way, represented by the dark themes of the whole event. Dark costumes, dark vibes. Pisces is mutable water, adapting to the mood, to the theme. Pisces on the light side will dress up and have fun, go to the Cancer's house and have fun in the Scorpio's party, get drunk, be that adult that's knocking on people's door for candy even. But Pisces on the dark side is the one who sees it as a night of opportunities, the one who's observing it all from the top like Batman, looking down on Gotham City before joining in. The mist, the fog silently creeping through the night, creating that eerily atmosphere. The person who is dressing up, but it's not for the event. The person who's in a party, but their name's not even on the guest list. The person who is happy they can get away with wearing a mask on this night without causing suspicion. From going in parties to sell products, to finding the right moment to strike an enemy. Pisces can have so much fun during Scorpio season, as it's a time they know oh so well. Pisces and Scorpio are the two most spiritually connected signs. Cancer's the preparation kicking it off. Scorpio's the night, the whole theme. Pisces is all the shit that happens during the whole thing, the good and the bad. Pisces is the secret host to all the dead and the living. It goes beyond the night, beyond the dead, beyond this plane of existence. It's hard to even comprehend the energy of Pisces to Pisces themselves. It's the completion of the whole zodiac, but also the water signs evolution, and that cycle is already dark from Cancer's dark traits, which kicks it off. Pisces is the oldest witch out of the three, creating their potions and chanting their songs. Pisces is generally seen as the weakest when it's the most experienced. Pisces is the one that knows a lot more than what they show and let on. Pisces is the ghost or the host in all those stories being told, but will act as scared as everyone else who hears the stories to remain hidden. On this lovely night, Pisces typically loves everybody, but here's 11 reasons why Pisces may not like the others. Number 1. Aries. Aries, the energetic ram charging around. Why Pisces may not like Aries is pretty simple. Aries is the youngest, Pisces is the oldest. Innately, Pisces has the wisdom of an old person that's seen it all and done it all. Aries has the impulsiveness of a child that doesn't know any better but is curious as hell. So around Aries, Pisces can feel like they are babysitting, one way or another. Pisces mainly likes to chill, Aries likes to play a lot. So in general, Aries can irritate Pisces. Number 2. Taurus. Taurus, the materialistic bull. Pisces may not like Taurus's rigid ways. Pisces is a sign that is ultra flexible and loves to listen and give advice. Taurus is a sign that can share their problems but not take advice. Taurus can have one of the hardest heads in the zodiac. They're fixed, so Taurus can just annoy Pisces from their unwillingness to be more flexible, especially when the advice given was to help the Taurus. It can frustrate a Pisces being around this typical sort of Taurus. On the flip side, Taurus will be like top 3 in the signs Pisces likes, so leeway will be given. Number 3. Gemini. Gemini, the trickiest sign in the zodiac. Why Pisces may not like Gemini is because Gemini is two-faced. I don't like mixing personality disorders and stuff like that into astrology, but if a sign was to be known as bipolar, it would be Gemini. Pisces understands Gemini's ways because Pisces is a sign of duality and being a chameleon too. But with Gemini, it's like an evidently good and bad person in one. A pleasant and rude person in one. And you won't know which one you're talking to until the Gemini speaks. So on any given day, a Gemini can rub Pisces up the wrong way, from things like being nice one day then mean the next day. You said hello to me yesterday and today you walked past me. What the fuck is up with you? Number 4. Cancer. Cancer, the youngest water sign. On the plus side, Cancer is like Pisces' youngest sibling. They'll get on, but why Pisces may not like Cancers is they can be very sneaky and passive. Pisces and Cancers equally share a crybaby reputation, but the difference is Pisces can cry or moan because they're genuinely hurt or upset about something. Cancers can cry or moan solely to manipulate the situation. Yes, I know Pisces can do this too, but in general, with Cancers there's more focus on their own feelings and making sure they feel okay first and foremost. So this leads to backhanded tactics. Pisces takes another's feelings into consideration even more so than their own at times. But Cancers appear as if they're Pisces-like with being empaths and selfless, They can appear this way when secretly they're selfish. Like you're not just doing good for others, you're doing it for yourself deep down. So Pisces can peep this with Cancers and not respect it. Number 5. Leo. Leo the lion, ruled by the sun. Pisces may not like Leo's dramatic ways. Leo is a demanding sign with a pretty hefty ego. Lots of drama can follow Leo as a standard. Being the stars of the show means something entertaining will always be near with Leo. So to Pisces, Leo can seem like too much noise, too much drama, too much demands. Pisces is supposed to dissolve their ego, while Leo is fully basking in theirs. So if the Leo lacks humility and maturity, Pisces may not check for them, basically. Number 6. Virgo. Virgo, the analytical serviceman or woman. Virgo is one sign Pisces can really not check for, as it's their opposite sign, but equally can find some common ground. Virgo to Pisces is like reality to a dream. So I don't even need to dive deep here. That's it simplified. One's hopeful and dreamy, the other's realistic and critical. Virgo can be like an alarm clock for a Pisces who was having a nice peaceful dream. And we know what that's like. Number 7. Libra. Libra, the talkative justice bringer of the zodiac. Pisces may not like Libra even when they share similar traits, but their motivations are different. Venus influences both signs. It can bring about a peaceful nature, but equally a doormat one. It's more likely with these two signs than Taurus, the other Venusian sign. Pisces can sit on the fence but can secretly see both sides and realize the fence is actually the problem, so get off the fence and away from it all. But Libra can sit on the fence because they're scared of either side not liking them, even when Libra can see both sides too. But Libra can stay there in the mix, playing peacemaker, getting pulled this way and that way. So Pisces may not like how fake or absent-minded Libra can be, especially when it's evident the Libra wants to be liked and or has no thoughts or personality of their own and just going along with everyone. Number 8. Scorpio. Scorpio, the deep sea dweller of the zodiac. Scorpio is typically one of the signs Pisces loves, like a younger sibling in a way of being the second water sign. But if a Pisces doesn't like a Scorpio, it can come from either trying to help a Scorpio and they don't listen, or from a Scorpio troubling them. Both signs are deep in the ocean, very intuitive, but Pisces has a wider scope. Pisces has night vision goggles, while Scorpio's feeling around for answers in the dark, and may not want any help, but can also notice Pisces can see in the dark without effort. So many problems can arise from this analogy alone. Pisces can understand Scorpio in a way Scorpio may not even understand themselves and may not like this, as it puts Pisces in control and gives Pisces a somewhat advantage. So Scorpio can do things to Pisces, forcing Pisces to not like them to regain control of themselves and their power. This potentially beautiful connection between the two can turn ugly quickly. Number 9. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the eldest fire sign and life of the party, or zodiac. Sag and Pisces share similarities, both being ruled by Jupiter. They're like brother and sister, a masculine and feminine version in terms of wisdom and knowledge, seeking truths, exploring, being childlike and grown at the same time. So Pisces may not like Sag simply because they can be like an annoying sibling. Pisces is naturally more peaceful and gentle. Sag is more loud and aggressive, or in your face. Pisces may have to keep Sag in check when around them and may not like that responsibility, especially when Sag won't hesitate on telling Pisces some home truths about themselves. It's super easy for Sag to hurt a Pisces' feelings cause the effect is like your own sibling saying horrible things to you. Number 10. Capricorn. Capricorn, the oldest earth sign, the mountain climber of life. Pisces may not like Capricorns because Capricorn can be the ultimate boss. Pisces already senses a higher power, Pisces can feel watched. It's the spiritual awareness of the sign. But Capricorn can be like that figure here on Earth who is ruthless and shows no mercy. Not as loving as this higher power Pisces feels connected to. Capricorn can be too serious. All work, no play, money, materials, responsibilities, just like a serious adult lost in and governing the matrix of life, leading the masses. The prime example of what success in life looks like, at their highest vibration, or even their lowest. Pisces, on the other hand, is the most free-willed, detached from the matrix sign, the most spiritual, in touch with the soul that goes way beyond that successful material life the average human strives for, at least mentally if not practically. So do the maths. The love Pisces is connected to is more valuable than any material Capricorn can own. So just being around a Capricorn can irk a Pisces. Number 11. Aquarius. Aquarius, the space traveler or alien of the zodiac, the oldest air sign. Pisces may not like Aquarius because Aquarius thinks they know it all but don't. These two are the grand elders. The best definition, like I've used before, is simply the science versus magic one. Science is here to make discoveries and debunk stuff, tell you ghosts aren't real, it's all in your head and things like that. Science is like the ultimate hands-on knowledge earthwise. Like it's not just philosophy, it's practicality too. Experimenting and discovering. The order of the zodiac tells a story. So this is like Aquarius, fixed mindset know-it-alls. But Aquarius's mind is still on a level above the typical human's understanding. This is that Uranus influence. Now Pisces is magic. Pisces is connected to things that cannot even be logically, scientifically explained, let alone examined. Things that can't even be seen, just felt, experienced. This is that Neptune influence. It's all magic and in the dark. The cosmic curtain in front of the magic show, the veil, the border between life and death, the undiscovered deep ocean, space, black holes. This is the world that is accessed through dreams and death, the afterlife, other dimensions, different realities. Pisces is a part of the unexplained. Aquarius is the how, not even the why, it's the how, which hopefully turns into the I know how for Aquarius. Aquarius is objective, Pisces is subjective. When you hear Pisces like me talking and explaining, understand this is not the Pisces way. It's just a way a Pisces can use, as it also contains parts of every sign. The pure Pisces way involves no words. The Pisces way is the equivalent to taking a psychedelic and entering another world. Pisces Neptune rules drugs, but no drugs is needed for what I'm talking about. It's all spiritual. So Aquarius being a know-it-all when they don't and or won't ever know it all is why Pisces may not like Aquarius. And no, Pisces doesn't know it all either, but Pisces is ether. Pisces is connected whether they understand it all or know it all or not. Aquarius will try school Pisces when Pisces will just respond, "You're not God, so you'll never truly know. I'm not God either, but I know God, you fake water sign." Bonus. Pisces. So I've covered why Pisces won't like Pisces in another video, but to explain it in a different way, Pisces may not like another Pisces because Pisces is truly unreadable. Pisces is a sign that downloads people, so to speak. Pisces can go around people and absorb them, to understand them, and not even drain their energy while doing this. Pisces is forever adapting to and learning everyone and everything they come in contact with. So when coming across another Pisces, it's so hard to read another because there's too much of a spiritual water blending of energy going on. You don't know if what you're picking up is the Pisces just reflecting you or if you're reading them. It's not easy. And I've been around enough Pisces in my life, but with another Pisces, it's just tricky to pick up their true vibe. Pisces can act like another sign. They can radiate any sign's energy effortlessly and subconsciously. So Pisces can simply not like another because they don't understand them. Like, why do you remind me of a Taurus? Wait, now you seem like a Capricorn. Who the fuck are you? Even in our own charts, we all have every sign. But Pisces energy itself is every sign and more. So a Pisces could just be highlighting a sign in their own chart. Pisces is support energy, so it can give a backative to another energy from within, but also mimic another sign, another person externally. So even if a Pisces understands another, they will equally still not understand them. It's like, I get you, but do I? Did I read your mind, or am I just hearing my own thoughts? Your vibe feels off, or is it my vibe that's off and I'm projecting it onto you and you're reflecting it back? Pure confusion. One thing's for sure, if you want to see your true self, go around a Pisces. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is with the fish in the mist. 10 quick reasons why the fishes can be flaky. Number 1. Temporary people pleaser. Pisces can be people pleasers from young because they don't want to disappoint anyone and always be in people's good books. When Pisces matures, they aren't people pleasers at heart, but can still people please to keep the peace. So this can make Pisces temporarily please people for the moment. Say you go to a Pisces all happy inviting them to a dinner you're hosting. The Pisces can instantly know they aren't going. They aren't going to go. But to not kill your buzz, the Pisces can say they're coming and share your excitement in the moment. Then last minute before the actual dinner, come up with an excuse on why not to go. It's not right and can cause more damage in the long run, but Pisces can really be temporary people pleasers to not instantly disappoint. Number 2. Only dead fish go with the flow. Pisces is the most fluid energy there is. Pisces people are so adaptable and changeable that it's automatic. Pisces don't need to act. They can just go anywhere and adapt. Now the older Pisces gets, they realize they can stop this happening. Yeah, it's great going with the flow and adapting to everyone, but what about me? Pisces is a sign that needs freedom and time to isolate. Pisces won't be the type to have FOMO issues and things like that. So Pisces will eventually beat to their own drum, not following the crowd. Meaning, they will be very tricky to pin down and control. Pisces will get their flaky nickname from this, but really, it's a Pisces that has found themselves by swimming against the stream, and only going in the directions they choose which is aligned with their soul. Number 3. Overwhelmed. Pisces can have a reputation for being unreliable. After all this last minute pulling out stuff, people can end up getting frustrated with some Pisces. The thing is, there are some Pisces who doesn't even mean to be flaky. They could agree to something, then feel so overwhelmed with the whole process of not disappointing you and doing what makes them feel good. Like Pisces deeps everything. Something simple to you could be a big deal for Pisces depending on their mindset, because Pisces deals with so much random feelings and thoughts. So a Pisces being flaky could simply be them being overwhelmed by everything and choosing to just shut off from the world to realign. It's not to excuse like not responding to messages or not informing people they're gonna be late or not come, etc. But seriously, a Pisces could get so overwhelmed and shut down, especially the real innocent light Pisces kinds. Number 4. Multifaceted. Pisces is represented by 2 fishes swimming in opposite directions or in circles. It's 2 fishes in different worlds. One in the spiritual world and one in reality. But it doesn't stop there with Pisces. Pisces is able to wear the mask of any character from each world. So what you get with Pisces is many faces. Pisces being called a chameleon doesn't do it justice in explaining how mutable Pisces is. So basically, Pisces can appear very flaky if you stay observing them all day. Say it's like in a workplace. If you watched how the Pisces interacts with different people, you'll think this person can't be trusted. Cause it's like, who are they really then? Pisces energy is just not from this world. It's in between Aquarius and Aries. Aquarius are the most unique, eccentric types of people you can meet, and Aries is the most energetic types of people you can meet. That sign in between them, Pisces, not only has these 2 energies within its sign, but all the other signs' energies too. So pinpointing and analysing Pisces is not easy. Expect the unexpected. Number 5. Not feeling it. Pisces is the most receptive and absorbent sign to all energies. Pisces, like the other 2 water signs, can be very moody. Mood swings galore. So sometimes, Pisces may just not be in the mood for anything. Pisces can put on a happy face and fake it real good, but sometimes they're just not feeling to do anything. Now, if it involves another, say you and the Pisces had a date planned and the Pisces cancels, obviously you will take it personally, but really it might not even be anything to do with you. The Pisces could simply just not be feeling it. They may not want to see anyone that day, not just you. It takes a lot of understanding to even have a Pisces in your life. You'll kind of have to get this about them for you to be close. Not everything's personal. With Pisces, it's universal. Number 6. Depressed. This ties in with being overwhelmed and not feeling it. But seriously, a Pisces can be very flaky because they are secretly depressed. Pisces can be known as moaners and crybabies to those close, but they equally can be known for not sharing anything about themselves. So to you, you can think the Pisces is cool, fall for their mask, then some way or another, they flake on something. You can just see it as they're unreliable when the reality is they could be seriously depressed. You're inviting them out for work drinks when all the Pisces really wants to do is go home and shut themselves off from the world because they hate life, hate the job and hates people. I mean, you won't know until you know, but Pisces is a sign prone to negative feelings, so again, it's not always personal. You can be mad they didn't turn up to your birthday party, but how would you feel if you knew it was a struggle for them to even get out of bed that morning because they're so done with everything? Number 7. New information. Pisces can be a sign of great intelligence, emotionally, socially. Pisces can be really switched on people. Pisces can equally be very indecisive, especially if you want an instant answer. After putting Pisces on the spot, Pisces needs that time to process it all and make the right choice. Now, if a Pisces does take a stand in the moment, don't be surprised if that Pisces changes their stance in the future. A sign of intelligence is being receptive to new information and being able to change your mind, if it resonates, of course. Pisces is always mutating, so although this can appear flaky and that they don't know if they're coming or going, once Pisces has the time and takes a stand, they will stand on that hill for as long as it's in line with their current knowledge, feelings and values. But rushing a Pisces, basically forcing time onto them, will one way or another make Pisces seem flaky without further explaining. Number 8. Foresight. Pisces is a very, very intuitive sign, connected with all periods, the past, the present and the future. Pisces is connected in a way that just can't be explained, but when it comes to looking ahead, Pisces just knows how things will go. They can see it. So this goes back to the temporary people pleasing where I said Pisces will already know if they're not going, but may play along. From a Pisces hears about something, they'll just look ahead and know if it's for them or not, if it's a good idea or not, if it's worth it or not. Depending on the Pisces, they may not be the type to share all their hindsight, insight and foresight. So everything can look great to you when Pisces can see every reason why it won't turn out great. Again, this goes back to the optimism and the pessimism that goes on between Pisces and Virgo. Pisces gets to learn why it's good to be pessimistic at the same time, not just optimistic and idealistic. So Pisces can be flaky just for the fact you're not seeing things how they are. You're not on the same wavelength. Especially if you're a leader or an initiator, a cardinal sign in astrology. You may not like Pisces for this reason. Only time will reveal it all. But even if it turns out bad after a Pisces flakes, you may not even know why the Pisces flaked, because they saw it not working from the jump and didn't honestly say to avoid hurting your feelings. Number 9. Not worthy. Another reason why Pisces will appear flaky is because you literally mean nothing to them. You see things like Pisces being unreliable or late to everything? That will not happen if a Pisces loves you dearly. Pisces are very loyal people, devoted from and to the soul, where it's divine soul pleasing. Pisces will make sure those they are close to is pleased, genuinely pleased. They will do all within their power to make sure of this. So if a Pisces is so flaky with you in general, they may have all the issues I've previously mentioned, but it can also be because they just don't fuck with you. You may not see it from how nice Pisces can be, but if you start expecting things from them when you're really not one of their people in the ocean like that, Pisces will be flaky as hell and won't care how you feel about it either. Nobody owes you anything. Number 10. Obsessive. One confusing reason Pisces can be flaky is because they are obsessive. Listen, yeah. Pisces can get so obsessive that they can want your souls fused. This is why Pisces can be highly sexual beings. Many people cannot handle the real love of Pisces. It's a lot. You can be flooded and drown. Pisces love can be scary. Even just from how genuine it is, Pisces love is real and unconditional. This scares some Pisces. Pisces can fall in love quick, get obsessed quick, and want to be around you all the time and stuff like that. So this can make a Pisces be flaky to avoid themselves getting hooked. Like a Pisces can blow you off, making you think they don't fuck with you like that, when really, they just don't want to flood you with their ocean of love. Cause believe, you as the receiver will get obsessed too. Straight up, Pisces energy can hit others like crack. People end up really confused dealing with a Pisces romantically. And I hear it, cause Pisces can do things like this, but it's also them being self-aware. And maybe being aware that they may scare you off, so lots of balancing is needed. In the meantime, you can get lots of mixed signals and you will see the Pisces as flaky. Not consistent, not reliable, not serious, especially if they just want to have fun and nothing serious. You could even end up begging the Pisces to be straightforward with you. Be careful what you wish for, my friend, because you might can't handle it. Bonus. Fish flakes. Pisces is the fish. Fish eat flakes. Tropical fishes do. Unfortunately, flaky opportunities can appear like food to Pisces. The Pisces fish could be swimming peacefully, then all these flakes start appearing. Pisces sees so many loopholes and exit routes in almost all scenarios. If a Pisces doesn't want to be somewhere, it's almost too easy for them to slip away. This makes Pisces great liars too, unfortunately. So in general, expect flakiness with Pisces. Some don't mean it, some don't care, some's just literally in another world. Even flaking on a Pisces doesn't hurt them sometime. Sometime you're doing them a favour because they were planning to flake on you. Hey, even a Pisces flaking on you could have done you a favour. This world is full of many unserious people, especially in modern day dating. There's many unserious people. Pisces loves to love initially. Pisces is the most loving, the most romantic, but one way or another, they will get flaked on. Pisces will eat lots of flakes growing up. It's sort of what shapes Pisces into being people pleasers, because they don't want to hurt anyone how they got hurt. But it's equally what can breed a very flaky person in Pisces because they find themselves amongst all the flaky people in the world. Being flaky can literally be Pisces reflecting what they've experienced. It's just good people may end up getting the brunt of it the same way the Pisces once did when they were good. You will know if you've got a good fish around you because they will be the definition of reliable. Whether light or dark, but at the same time, they can be reliable as hell to you and super flaky with everyone else. 10 quick reasons why the fishes can be home to geniuses. Number 1. Introspective. Pisces is a sign of introspection. Pisces can spend so much time in their head that they gain a full understanding of how their mind works. The thing with Pisces' mind is, well, it's connected to the collective conscience. Pisces is a mixture of all signs, so a Pisces mind is like the whole zodiac having a group discussion. The more a Pisces goes within and understands themselves is the more they understand others. It's another example of the two fishes. One fish is, this is myself all alone, and the other fish is, this is myself merged with everyone else. So knowledge and wisdom is abundant in Pisces. Number 2, self-confident. One thing that's not really spoken about with Pisces is how self-confident they can end up becoming. The typical Pisces portrayal is like someone quiet and afraid to speak and be themselves. But Pisces who remains open to learning about themselves and their surroundings and their connections develops into headstrong, optimistic, but realistic people. When you find a Pisces who is in their element, showcasing that unlimited creativity that they have access to, you will be witnessing someone who believes in themselves and knows all their capabilities. The downside is, Pisces can be self-confident but depressed at the same time. It's never a one-way street with Pisces. Number 3, visionary. When we think visionary, we think Sagittarius, Aquarius type signs because they're foreseeing. They look ahead or wants to see what's ahead. Pisces in their element knows what's ahead, and sometimes that knowing just comes to them. They don't need to look or search for it. Pisces are the types to be sent messages through dreams, and Pisces can mentally put themselves in any timeline, especially the future. This cannot even be explained. It's just something a Pisces can do. So when Pisces is presented with a problem in current times, the first thing Pisces will do is see where the problem is either heading or where it ends. Knowing or seeing this is what makes Pisces dealing with it right now a lesser problem. Pisces is naturally so far into the future that they reflect so much, and reflecting is looking back at the other 11 signs. To predict things is not hard for a Pisces once they have self-belief in what they're seeing, feeling and receiving internally. Number 4, pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is a great skill to have. It sort of ties the past, present and future together. You've seen it before, you're seeing it again now, so know you're going to see it again in the future. The first water sign, Cancer, is a sign that is great at this, as they place heavy emphasis on the past anyway. Pisces, the final water sign, is a sign that is always mentally switching between timelines. It's why Pisces is never present for too long. Pisces and deja vu and epiphanies fits together like a hand and a glove. Pisces can witness something in present time that they just know they have seen before, maybe not even in this lifetime. It could be from a past life. So what happens in the present could act like a reminder to a Pisces, connecting to a dot way deep in the psyche, enabling Pisces to see the other dot that's to come. Pisces gets hindsight through insight, which gives them foresight. The sign of foresight is Sagittarius. Cancer, Sagittarius and Pisces all have connections to Jupiter, the planet of knowledge and wisdom. So that's the connections there. But Pisces gets an even greater boost with Neptune, the planet of spirituality, ruling it. How can you connect dots that can't even be seen and be spot on? Well, that's the magic of Pisces. Number 5, the big picture. The big picture is one that many people miss. Some people take it day by day, hour by hour. They have monthly plans and just go through the motions. That's great to remain in the present, focusing on the details, but what's the bigger picture? What's the end goal? What does this all equate to in the end? This is the Virgo to Pisces connection. Virgo is a mastermind in their own right, the analytical thinkers, the most detail-oriented sign in the zodiac. Pisces may not care for the details. Pisces cares for what all these details make up as one, as that's where it's ending. Seeing, imagining, or just focusing on the bigger picture is what makes Pisces appear psychic to the average person. Because it's not a normal way to look at life. You have to be able to phase out of the current, rise above it and see the world or a problem in a panoramic view, from start to finish, or in a 3D view instead of a 2D view, what's in your face. You have to be able to see its sides and the back of it without actually seeing it. Seeing the start and the end, if you zoom in, you'll see the details. But the bigger picture tells you the full story. This is one thing right here, is what separates Pisces from the rest. Number 6, emotionally logical. Pisces is a very emotional sign. It's the final water sign. It's been through the water cycle, it's connected to all souls in the ocean of emotions, and is basically tired. Their emotions is so deep and vast, but it can be draining. So Pisces can find ways to escape their emotions or free themselves from their emotions. So this is what gets Pisces thinking. This is where Pisces can start coming up with ideas and ways to handle their emotions and others. Pisces helps all kinds of people with their thoughts and emotions. Pisces is who people go to with their problems because of how Pisces can detach themselves and fit into another's shoes and logically, spiritually, and emotionally help people. This is a very underrated skill. Pisces just makes it look easy, and this can still happen with the most crybaby Pisces you know. They still have this gift of thinking through their emotions and coming to understandings, at least after the emotional storm passes. Hearing Pisces and logical in the same sentence will throw many people off because they don't actually see how Pisces truly operates. Some can even bring up that Mercury, the planet of intellect, is in full and detriment in Pisces, so Pisces hasn't got the capacity for none of that mental, logical, analytical stuff. Oh, if only they knew what that really means. Again, there's lots of introspection going on, almost constantly. This doesn't lead to nowhere. It leads to everywhere. Number 7, keep cards close. Secretive. What makes Pisces tricky individuals is they can appear very open but actually be closed off. As mentioned, Pisces is a sign that others go to with their problems. Or they end up around the Pisces and pick up on their welcoming energy, so start to speak. Pisces has a way of appearing relatable and actually being relatable and creating a safe space for you to free your mind. But whether people notice it or not, many Pisces doesn't actually share much with you during these conversations. It's just what they say to you connects with what you're going through, so you think the Pisces is sharing when they're not. So when it comes to actual mind games, Pisces is not someone you'll want as an opponent because they will know all your moves without even revealing theirs. And what you may think is their moves could just be a smokescreen. Pisces is the equivalent to the Joker in a deck of cards. They can be whatever you want them to be, but that's not them. Appearing open but being secretive is a skill that not many possesses, but for Pisces, it's second nature to be able to do this. Again, it's two fishes. You may never meet the other one. Number 8, influential, empowers others. With being introspective and connected to the collective consciousness, this puts Pisces in a position to understand anybody they come into contact with. It can be in the form of arse licking, or it can be just a Pisces paying you a compliment, but Pisces is a sign that can really uplift people. This video's prime example, if you're still listening, it's because you're being uplifted. It's easy for Pisces to charm and encourage people. Venus, the planet of relations, exalts in Pisces. The impact Pisces has on others has a lot to do with Venus. So this can build leaders in Pisces, from spiritual to military leaders. To be a mastermind, you have to master your mind. And when you are around many who are lost and looking for guidance and hasn't mastered theirs, the followers can come in abundance. From Jesus Christ to Osama bin Laden, the ability for Pisces to gain a large influential following should never be overlooked, but best believe, every one of those followers will be inspired and in a very powerful state. Pisces can be very dangerous leaders. Number 9. Adaptable. With everything said so far, it's not hard to see how Pisces are adaptable. But another reason is Pisces is the final mutable sign. Mutable signs are about mutating, changing, flexibility, adapting. Mutable signs are the seasonal changing signs. The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Each one of those signs are geniuses in their own right, and it's all to do with being flexible. Things are always changing, nothing stays the same. Being able to accept and adapt to the times or a way of thinking is key. So key. You can reminisce, you can moan, but once you can equally accept it and move with it, then you are golden. You won't get left behind, lost. What makes Pisces different is Pisces is mutable water. Just think of how fluid water is, and then you'll realize how adaptable Pisces can be. In any place, with anyone. If a Pisces wants to adapt, they can and will. And it's the reason you'll find many Pisces amongst the billionaires in the world. Number 10. Misunderstood. Pisces is the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac. Everyone can say their sign is misunderstood, not well explained, but really and truly, from the sign's modality, element, and position on the zodiac wheel, every sign's pretty much easy to break down. The problem with Pisces is every sign and more. Pisces is a sign that can adapt to any sign, can act like any sign, can tap into any sign's energy at any given time. So the question really is, who are Pisces? What are they really like? Only a Pisces could really tell you. A Capricorn can tell you about a Taurus. A Gemini can tell you about a Libra. An Aries can tell you about a Leo. If each zodiac sign sat down and tried to tell you about a Pisces, they will all come up with something different beyond the typical crybaby or creative stuff. It's because each of their experiences with a Pisces has been tailored for them by the Pisces. That's how tricky Pisces is. It's the collective in one, so this places Pisces in a very isolated but beneficial place when it comes to deception, because no one but Pisces truly knows what they're like. You can be connecting dots with a Pisces' behaviour that is nothing more than a projection or a reflection of you. Bonus: criminal mind, freedom. What makes Pisces a true mastermind is they are actually free from the collective. Virgo is the mastermind. Capricorn is the mastermind of the masterminds. Capricorn's like the ultimate controller. Aquarius is who is breaking free from the collective. Pisces is who is free. Aquarius is who thinks outside of the box. Pisces is who is outside of the box. So when Pisces re-enters the box, it's got a very different perspective to the rest. It's seeing what is not seen. So when on the darker side or non-conformist side, Pisces can be big-time criminals in any field. Just think of a gang's headquarters. You've got the runners running around outside. You've got the henchmen at the front. You've got the deals taking place in one room, games going on in another, business discussions going on in the next. Then when you go way down to the basement, way out of the light, not connected to any of the other rooms in that headquarters, that's where you find this fish, who is not in the mix whatsoever, but they are the backbone to that whole organization, that whole headquarters. When you really know Pisces energy, you will understand why this can happen way more times than you'd think. Pisces is the most elusive, slippery creatures on earth when operating in the dark. It's a master of its mind. It's the psyche. It's swimming in not only the collective conscious, but the subconscious too. This world is one big rat race, which all roads leads to death. The finish line is death. Pisces is the fish that would rather swim down the stream alongside the race on land, knowing where it all ends. There's two fishes for a reason. Most will never know the fish's true nature until it comes into the light. As long as Pisces is free, Pisces is free. But not even prison can stop the mind of Pisces. It's too expansive. And not even death can stop the movement of Pisces, because that's what they're stuck in between in general anyway. Life and death, dream world and reality, in constant shifts between the two, which includes all kinds of different frequencies, planes and vibrations. Pisces has the mind of a master because it's connected to the master, the real source of us all. A true Pisces couldn't mentally stay in a box even if they tried. But there are many traps in this life for all sorts of rats. Unfortunately, some fishes gets caught thinking they are rats, so attempt to get the cheese in a way that a rat would.